watching the Super Bowl this weekend?
I am.
What? I ain't watching it, man.
I ain't watching it.
No.
There's a reason for that, because Cap or you're just not watching. I'm standing with Cap.
What time's it come on? That's a real question.
Have you been standing with Cap?
Yeah, I ain't watching nothing this year.
Yeah, but have you been an NFL fan?
Have you been an NFL fan? Do you normally watch the games?
Yeah.
Nah, JP, he's a fan. He's a fan. He's a fan of sports. You got to know he's a fan of sports.
You haven't watched the game since when? I haven't watched the game in ages.
Actually, I haven't watched a game in like 2-3 years.
Remember, last time I went to the game I went to the Wimbledon, one of the ones at Wimbledon, but I ain't been back.
Yeah, last time I watched the game was when they were here.
So if Jack's playing, you ain't going to the game.
See that?
You guys come down.
That's what I'm saying. Like if I'll check on Jack. Like to this day, I'll check on Jack's games.
Jack Menelik.
And when Menelik was playing, Menelik game played the whole season, well most of the season. But I'll check on them. But I haven't. Games are long, B.
Yeah, for real. That's the time.
I was gonna go this year. I was planning to go into a game this year, but obviously
you know what's bad? The highlights are long, fam.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
If you watch the highlights,
that might be enough though. 20-minute highlights, man.
I mean, NBA games, the NBA TV, NBA, what's it called? Game Time or the app.
Yeah.
The condensed version of the game is 20 minutes.
20 minutes.
So. And that gives you like actual plays, don't it? That's like you watch them play other players do whatever else, rather than just like the clip of the score. Clip of the score. But yeah, man, I ain't watching that. I'm trying to watch none of those trailers either. I know you're trying to rope us in. I'm not watching the trailers.
I'm gonna lie to you.
I'm not watching it. And spoil the trailers. Go on.
Come Monday morning, I'm watching all the trailers.
There's gonna be trailers, like movie trailers in the Super Bowl for sure.
So yeah, by the time this episode's out on Monday, trailers would have been screened. So obviously, with Super Bowl, with the large audience they have, like it's been a big round for advertisements and like marketing for any products, and like films in the last few years have now been playing their trailers there. Like last year, they dropped a Stranger Things trailer, which I believe they're gonna do as well.
Yeah.
For Stranger Things.
season 3.
I didn't watch season 2.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch.
Why?
You still got time, bro.
I thought season 1 was dope.
Yeah.
But I also feel like it was kind of like a bird box scenario where social media kind of hyped
it. Okay.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not. Season 2 wasn't going to be fantastic, but I mean, I didn't watch it and I'm okay. I'm still.
Are you saying you're one of those people that tries to like stay away from the hype and try to?
Not on purpose. I mean, if I had a reason to watch it, if I had, I don't know. Like say if I had watched season 1 with my sister, and season 2 was coming on, I'd watch it again with my sister. I just never kind of got down to it.
Yeah,
that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And obviously Netflix, again, they dropped their promo for it was Cloverfield Paradox, which is the first thing they've done before, where it's like the trailer's out and the movie's straight on Netflix.
I still haven't.
The next day.
Don't bother,
so
bro.
You're not really missing out on
running for it.
Nah, watch that, man.
Dickhead. You're a dickhead. Go on, no, obviously the first Cloverfield movie is a bit
trash.
It's not trash. The first Cloverfield movie is when the alien comes in, like nobody knows what's really happening. It's like
it's kind of like The Mist.
Very similar to The Mist.
It's a found footage movie.
Absolutely no plot, storyline.
You must imagine, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, first Cloverfield was lit. What about Cloverfield 10? Is the Cloverfield Lane? No, Cloverfield.
The sequel, the prequel, wasn't it?
The sequel. Oh, it was prequel. Yeah.
The prequel, yeah. It was good.
That was dope.
Yeah.
And obviously Cloverfield Paradox is not legit.
Fam, I thought you said Paradox was I have never said those words.
I won't lie to you, dude. If you don't watch it, and the thing is, the way they try to link it to the first and the second one is
I'm not listening.
No.
B1. Watch that.
So, what are you saying? What trailers are coming out this weekend?
Star Wars?
No, they're saving that for.
Yeah, they can say that for a while.
Yeah. May the 4th, Star Wars Celebration.
Of course.
Is that the big one of the year?
What do you mean big one?
The big movie, the summer movie, the big movie.
That's not summer movie. It's Christmas.
It don't matter. Wait,
you just said summer movie.
It don't matter. I said of the year. You asked me what.
Well, it's debatable.
I'm saying, remember, like normally every year there's like a movie that everyone's looking forward to. Like
I know what he's
you know what I'm trying to say,
bro. The answer to your question is Hobbs Shaw.
Yo, relax.
That's what you're looking for.
No, thank you. That's no good answer.
That's his opinion.
No, that's my point. That's my point. It's debatable. When I said to him it's debatable, he's like, no.
So what's yours then?
Mine is Infinity War. Somebody else's is going to be Star Wars.
Infinity War is last year.
Endgame. What? Endgame, right? Yeah, Endgame. Some people are going to be Star Wars. Some random mad people are going to be Hobbs Shaw. It's debatable.
Hobbs Shaw again.
And that's a very leading comment.
And some people say Lion King.
What's yours?
Endgame. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, Endgame. Ask me.
Do you think they're going to show a trailer for Endgame at Super Bowl?
They don't have to.
Nah.
But I do think there will be some kind of teaser. I think there will be something.
Keep in mind, it costs up to like $5 million per 30 seconds to show an advert.
For them.
They got it.
I know, that's what I'm trying to say.
But
Yeah, easily. But do you think they'll show something for Captain Marvel or Endgame?
Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel comes out next month, bro.
I think that's what do it though.
Yeah?
Even just like a little teaser clip, something.
Yeah.
They might even try. You know, sometimes they link their trailers into the Super Bowl. Like.
Yeah.
Just
It's like they did with Civil War when it was like Iron Man versus Team Captain America.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. I don't know, man. It's gonna be interesting, but I'm watching all them trailers come Monday morning, man.
There might even be like a. Nah, there would be a John Wick. Let me take that back.
Nah, John Wick ain't got enough money for that.
Yeah, it would be a John Wick. I thought it might be a little.
Lion King and Aladdin, therefore.
Yeah.
Lion King.
You should both, yeah.
You should have a bet. You should put a bet down.
I don't bet with this guy.
Yeah, because I win all the time.
Because he's got inside knowledge.
Inside the training.
Yeah.
Nah, obviously, like my man, he got the glass.
Oh, the numbers.
Opening, for opening weekend.
Guess the opening numbers.
Yeah.
If he guess it like correctly.
I mean,
He was in the ballpark.
I was in the ballpark.
That's what counts.
Well, so you gotta find out. It's something wrong with Dave. They don't even want to.
I don't like losing, innit? You get me? But no, I acknowledge when you guys are doing, you know.
Certain men just never feel that they wrong or
be
challenged. I know it, certain man, innit?
It is what it is. It is what it is.
Hey, but let's get straight into it, man. We are here.
So,
Full house today. Okay. Episode 41, the Post Credits podcast. We got a very, very, very special guest of us. AGP. Ain't nothing but a bucket.
Ain't nothing but a bucket.
I like that.
You want some more, man? What's some more?
I like that. Whatever bars you got.
Shit, man.
One head of quiz.
Gotta put him in the spot, man. Gotta put him in the spot.
Ain't it doing what? No, I've already got it. What you talking about?
I mean, ain't nothing but a bucket. Like,
Cool, say nothing.
I think some more.
Listen, man, a couple of things. Number one, I just want to say you're welcome, you know.
I was confused.
They're blessing your show, you know.
No, thanks for coming down, man. Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it, man.
Number two, it's about damn time. You know? I don't know if I can swear on this, so let me just keep it.
You can swear a little bit, man. It's all good, man. It's a
About
family
time.
show, but you know, the kids are growing up.
Last one, man, you know. Congratulations on TPCP UK.
First time in that.
Now I'm a big fan. You know, you guys almost been doing this for a year. You know, you guys should feel proud of yourself.
I appreciate it.
Thanks, you know, I feel blessed to be here with you guys. You know, so thank you for having me.
Hey, no problem, man.
It's actually Hamilton, man. Like I said, nothing but a bucket. Professional basketball player, avid film watcher. He's here. He's gonna let us know about his favorite films, all that kind of stuff a bit later on. But right now, make sure, everybody, we're checking out the weekly reviews on Instagram.
Yes, sir.
Listen, this film's out. There's a lot of films out right now.
What's the Instagram?
The Instagram at TPCP UK, baby. Just rolls right off the tongue.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What's the Twitter, Babs?
TPCP UK.
Hey, what's the YouTube, do, man?
TCPC.
Wait,
Save your chest, big fella.
After Post Credits podcast on YouTube, bro.
Oh, is it me?
Yeah. You been watching the videos?
Not all of them, no.
Wow, bro. Well, guys, listeners, if you guys don't know, we're on YouTube, so check us out on the Post Credits podcast on YouTube. But, you know, every now and again, in a few days, there's going to be a new video dropped, so yeah, check that out. So, like Vanu was saying, we've got reviews on Instagram.
movie reviews on Instagram.
Yeah.
And they're about to be big. We've got a lot of films. There's a lot of films coming out. I know we're all watching a different collection of films. We're just really trying to cater to the crowd, really.
Yeah.
And just let them know what's out there.
Yeah, so we've got some weekly content coming out on YouTube. Talk about YouTube. You know,
talk about YouTube, man.
Talk about YouTube, right?
YouTube.
We ain't the only ones on YouTube, right?
Yeah, for real. No, like I think some people on YouTube more so than others.
For real.
Hey.
More so.
Hey.
I wouldn't say more so.
I mean, some people are featured on 2 YouTube channels.
For real.
That's big.
Yeah, hey.
Yeah, man.
Tall
Talk
order.
that talk, man. Tall
order.
Kitchen, man. Tall Kitchen. Check that out.
Uh-huh.
YouTube. If you like to cook, you know, if you like to see food being cooked, you like to eat, check it out. Tall Kitchen on YouTube. It's a brand new show featuring myself, B1 Creates, and D Roots.
Shout out Darren.
But yeah, man, check it out, guys.
What's just while we're here, real quick, what's your like favorite thing to cook for yourself?
For myself,
Yeah.
that B1 fried rice, man. Like,
Fried rice, yeah.
B1 fried rice.
I just put the name on it, you know,
I'm not gonna lie, that sounded official. I thought that was like.
What makes that B1? What makes it B1 finance?
because I put whatever I want in it,
Them ones.
and it's mine.
But the thing is, I lived with B1 for like almost a year. You never made fried rice once, bro.
Because what was I making? Let the people know.
I was surprised you didn't tell them about them eggs. You made eggs yet?
Nah, but anyone can make eggs.
Them eggs stretch, right?
No, tell them about the stretching though.
Ah man, like nah man.
Nah, you got it. I'll tell them shit. Anyway, when times was hard, you know what I'm saying? Morning breakfast, you might have 2 eggs, 3 eggs. Do you remember the time I made 1 egg stretch, fam?
Nah, I
swear down,
For
me and Chief.
For both of us, isn't it? Because
one egg, bro.
Well, like half an egg sandwich each, or
well, you gotta make that egg last, man.
I hear you.
Stretch.
How'd you cook it?
Just added milk.
No, you had, but every time I scramble eggs, I add milk. Every time.
You have to add
it makes it
milk.
fluffy. It makes it
Yeah,
fluffy.
But
Exactly.
sometimes you just want plain omelette. If you got enough eggs, you just make omelette.
The omelet's different from scrambled.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But it depends how many eggs you got. That's what I think of it. But
That's true. I mean, man, a day probably ate like 6-7 eggs.
Who?
You?
Me?
Popping it.
nah,
just
bro.
blending them up. Just like you cook the bad boys. The wheatgrass.
Wheatgrass. Yeah, I never had that for my life.
Have you not?
They're nice, no?
It's nasty, man.
That's just you by yourself, animal.
I never had it.
I had wheatgrass before. I had shot wheatgrass. You know, at my school when I was in LA, we used to have a Jamba Juice. You could have a shot of wheatgrass.
Oh, sick.
With them health cases.
No, the one now. I'll talk about it.
Good fibre though.
Good fibre.
Fair enough. Keep it regular. What else is popping? There's a lot going on. What else is popping right now?
Shout out to Leville. So
Big shouts.
So Leville is a creative production company I work with, and we're back. So last year we had a few monthly events called Leville and Chill, and this year we're back on February the 13th at WeWork Moorgate. So yeah, there's only like about 20 tickets left.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, man. So we're gonna be screening some.
You have to buy tickets.
Buy tickets, bro.
I thought you could get them on the door.
You can get them on the door if there's any left. Yeah, man.
I don't sound disappointed, but I expect
Obviously, let me know ahead of time. I see what I can do for you.
They're calling Dave's phone. Like, you better let me.
So yeah, Liverpool Show is basically a creative space for people to come and network and look at work from all different kind of aspects of the film industry. So we've got a couple guest speakers. We've got Cornelius Walker, who just got JP. Remember when we went to Bounce Cinema?
Yeah.
And we watched that short about the black boy who lived in that white area and dyed his skin.
No, I was there. That wasn't him. That wasn't
Was that you?
Yeah.
Shout.
I was about to say, bro. I don't know that one.
The filmmaker
Yeah.
got nominated for an Oscar
Crazy.
for that movie.
Swear.
Yeah,
Awesome.
that movie. A short documentary.
Yeah.
So he's going to come through as a guest speaker.
That's dope.
And we've got a couple guest speakers coming in, and we've got people performing monologues. So yeah, come true, man. February 13th. Don't want to be missed, man. First of the year, Live and Chill. Yeah,
Dope
chill.
event.
Are you guys up for an award? Are you guys up for an award?
Yeah, we were up for an award a couple of weeks ago. Unfortunately, we didn't win. But that's all good, you know what I'm saying? Plenty more success coming
You're
into
in conversation.
2019.
Yeah. People know you're there, man. That's a big thing.
Exactly, man. Soon this podcast will be up for award soon enough. But
Yeah, no.
you know what I'm saying?
God's power.
Yeah, I heard that. And last but not least, group cinema trips, man.
We gotta bring them back, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna make them official as well. So everybody out there listening, when there's a film dropping, we're gonna let you know if you want to join us. Go catch a film. What film did we watch last time? A few people showed up.
Glass.
Right? Oh, that's right. ACP was there as well.
Yeah, I was there. You know why?
Why is that?
You might send out the invite.
Yeah, there you go.
If you invite them, they will come. Ain't that like a biblical
That's
scripture?
why. The people want to know. The people want to go.
Okay.
So let's break into a freestyle.
Every time drop bars today or something. But yeah, so whenever there's a film that everybody wants to watch or that we're going to go see, we're going to throw out some invites to come join us. It's going to be a vibe. Hopefully we'll have enough time, maybe an earlier screening, so maybe we can get some food after, or maybe even before.
Make it an event.
Yeah, make an event, because events is something we might be looking into sometime soon.
Is it? Yeah.
Could be a real event.
Is it better to eat food before the cinema or after?
I think after you can
So you sit down and talk.
The ice is real, so I'd say after.
So after, yeah, person might be sleeping in 7 minutes.
Yeah, I know, but
in the right.
Yeah, no.
As per our logo.
Nah. We ain't doing that. We ain't doing that. For your information, David Hatch was Kipping in the last movie.
Which one was that?
No, what did we watch? What did we watch before Glass?
Aquaman probably. And that's good reason for me to be nodding off, man. That was rubbish.
He was hella Kipping.
Yeah.
wait, it was rubbish.
It was rubbish.
Rubbish. Yeah.
Jermaine,
you know what, Dave? Like I said, you're a professional moviegoer, so I don't understand.
Can we save this
some of the
conversation for later?
Some of the stuff you're talking about, some of the stuff that you see, but your movie choices and what's good and what's bad, it's questionable.
Very questionable.
this is why I really wanted. This is why I really wanted Ashley on the episode, because this guy, he's very.
So it's gonna challenge you.
Yeah, he's gonna challenge me, man.
Good.
No, I'm just saying, I'm just a movie enthusiast.
As we all
Something
are.
is good, I like it.
As we all are.
If it's not bad, I'll say I might not
That's
like
what
it.
we all do here, man.
Nah, you're like an extremist, bro.
Yeah.
And you're agreeing with him.
You are, man.
Come on, we're wearing the same.
Hey, why are you trying to intimidate me, bro?
Yeah, put the hand on the shoulder. Remember that band like that?
Do you feel in control now?
Come on, man. But before we get started into the topics we have at hand, Ashley, man, tell the people about yourself, who you are, what you do.
Obviously, Ashley Hamilton. I'm a professional basketball player. That's my craft. That's my trade. That's how I make my money. I play for the London City Royals, based out of Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace National Sports Centre. The only professional basketball team in South London, and just out here trying to improve the basketball infrastructure and make a little name for the team and for the community. The Crystal Palace community, South London community, and hopefully, win some cups and titles, championships.
That's always the goal.
Where did you play before?
Last year I was in Spain, near Barcelona, playing for a team called Manresa. I've been in Lebanon. I've been in Ukraine. I've been in Italy, and I did university in Los Angeles, in LA.
Nice.
It's a pretty impressive resume, but
Yeah,
Beside.
played up there.
Leads well. How often did you go into Barcelona, bro?
I was trying to go weekly. I was trying to go weekly.
Barcelona kind of lit still.
I heard it's alright.
It's amazing. It's amazing. For me, it's easily the best city in the world.
Okay.
Just because the diversity of things you can do. There's so many possibilities. The only thing you can't really do is winter sports in Barcelona, but you can drive a little bit further and hit the mountains. You can hit the slopes. There's beaches in Barcelona. There's actual mountains and mountain ranges. There's a monastery called Montserrat just outside of Barcelona, in between where I lived and Barcelona. Wow. It's beautiful, man. The nightlife is amazing. The history, the culture, it's amazing. The people are amazing. It's everything you need, man.
So you want to go back, bro?
I would live in Barcelona.
Man, if you don't go to Barcelona sometime, so just let me know.
Man, we was there. Guys like come on. There's a lot about this. This the wrong podcast for that. Now, honestly, one of my favorite things about Barcelona is just the people. Just the people quality. All around, and just the basketball culture is strong.
Okay.
So
how does it differ from the UK?
Well, number one, the basketball is something. It's part of the fabric of life there. So is the football, but they just love their sport, man. And handball, volleyball, basketball, football.
futsal. You know what futsal is? Oh, I remember.
Kenny futsal.
Keep going, bro. Keep going.
I don't know what that is.
Break it down.
What's the cut all out?
Futsal is like a five-a-side.
Oh, okay.
But it's played with a heavier ball, a small ball.
What, with football?
Yeah, it's
Okay.
it's dope, man. It's a very skillful sport.
Yeah. I like getting a little football, you know, because you got to be skillful. It's like a skill game, isn't it?
Yeah.
I like it.
I should have played, man.
What, American football?
With them club feet, bro.
But then cankles.
Nah, it's just an amazing place. I mean, if you're an athlete, it's an amazing place to live. You know, so I very much enjoyed it, and yeah, man, just happy to be back home with my guys, my dogs, Deception. But yeah, just from playing over the years, battling against each other, different team. Well, me, first of all, Courtney's my OG.
Hey,
you know,
man.
Courtney's my OG. Taught me how to play the game. You know, this over the enemy. Now we're boys.
Man, East London, baby. East London, baby.
So good, and it's blessings.
Yeah,
Blessings.
Yeah, it's good, man. We've actually played it with and against each other over the years.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, I think you and Van were right now only two playing right now.
JP.
Oh shit, JP.
Damn.
Yeah, so it's just me and B1, yeah?
Yeah. JB playing more than me, is what I'm going to say that right now.
Wait, what?
You are. You training regularly.
Once a
regularly.
week and once on a weekend.
I've been to 2 trainings in 4 months.
You don't need to train. You just turn up to games and get buckets, bro.
What are you talking about? Practice?
You don't need to train. You just turn up and get buckets in the game.
I played 4 games. So, in 4 months.
It's coming up a couple more months and I played for a good year.
I know, man. To be fair, I was actually trying to
How
be
do you feel about that?
I'm blessed.
How do you feel about the way your career ended the kind of like mellow, isn't it?
Explain how.
It's very talented,
Yeah.
more than capable,
Yeah.
superstar, really.
No.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think everyone
You can only be
All accurate thus far.
Yeah.
Hey, go on.
Well known, recognized, and respected throughout your career.
Okay.
You know, it's just, you know,
throughout the UK.
throughout the UK,
I'm still waiting for the medal comparison.
I'm getting there.
Yeah, oh yeah, man.
That's the medal background, isn't it?
Okay.
But, you know,
Did medal win any chips?
that's not what I was talking about.
I
I said ended the way medals.
He's got Olympic gold medals, man. So.
Yeah.
No, but he's
The
talking about
facts,
how his
facts.
career is
and Melo won the championship at Syracuse.
Yeah, he did.
I think,
No, but
I
in the
think,
NBA.
I think the difference is
You said
David
chips.
A has bowed out gracefully on his own accord,
on his terms, right?
on his terms.
Right.
I don't think that's what Melo's done. So
Well, I mean, it's a difference in artistic vision, isn't it? You know, could be like you bowed out because you wasn't getting on the coach, right? Or the coach.
I still want to play, bro. That year, I did want to play.
No, okay. Well, maybe I got something else in my mind, and
Yeah.
I just made it up just now. I thought. I thought that was a good.
If I'm being completely honest, man, like the last 2 years of my career, I wasn't 100% in it. Like I didn't want to play basketball anymore.
What was that, Reading?
I was Essex and Hemel.
Oh,
So
Essex,
so like, if you wanna, I don't wanna get into it too much, you know, because of time. But like last season at Hemel, so I basically went with Youngblood. He was coaching at the time, and when I was with Youngblood at Essex a few years ago, I was with Vanimal. And what did we do there?
Oh, we was doing bits.
We were doing bits. I mean, we won the league. So Youngblood hollered at me, said Vanimal's going to be there this year. My boy Buddy's going to be there this year. I said, why not? Like with me, like at that point in my
AJ was
career,
there too, right?
yeah, AJ was there. At that point in my career, it's about who I'm with. Like if my guys are there, and I'm getting, you know, so I'm getting paid, I'm there as well. So that was it. But at that point, I'm really doing it for the wrong things. I'm not doing it because my heart's in it.
Was Zaddy there too?
Yeah, I had to. You already know me and Laddie come as a combo package in it, so I was there trying to get Laddie there. The Laddie came over.
For sure.
Exactly. What did you say? No. Wow, did you say what I thought you just said? No. Jeez, yeah, you did. And then the year before Essex,
I'll be mad at you for that one.
the year before Essex, that was the first time in my life I've ever been cut from a team. So they cut me early as well.
Happens to everyone, man.
Yeah, it happens to everyone. And like, so I think it was first few months. Yeah. And then that's when that's like first period in my life that I hadn't played basketball during the season. It was new to me.
It's free, isn't it?
Fam, I went from having to go practice and running around on weekends all over the UK to like having
Hella motives.
Yeah, fam, I actually could have a social life. So I'm like, yo, that's why playing the following year at Hemel, I was like, boy, I don't know, you know, but
yeah, I hear what you're saying now. Yeah, that makes sense, man.
But because Vanwell was there, Body was there, and AJ was reaching, and I played with Youngblood already, I said, alright, cool, let me go there. So, and the fact that we won the cup, we made it to the player finals. We took an L to a game that we should have really won. And that was, to be fair, that's the only thing I haven't won in my career, the player finals. So it would have been a nice ending to my career, but...
Shout out my boy Tommy Twain Twizzle, Tom Ward. He's my guy.
Yeah, he's my
Tom.
Who's he playing again?
Yeah, Tom.
Yeah, he's playing this year.
Yeah, Tom was. He crossed. Who did he cross? He crossed up. I think
No, I won't lie to you. That, you know...
Crossed up Max something different. Was that?
That was at home. That was at their place.
That's at their place.
So the crossover he gave...
No. Name names,
No, Michael.
No, Michael was not.
I'm gonna say.
But the crossover, I'm not going to say my man's full government, but if he listens, he knows who he is. Fam, that crossover was different.
It's basketball, man. It happens.
He's moving his feet. He's moving his feet.
That man will break it down.
Why I gotta break it down?
You brought it up.
Nah, I'm not gonna lie. I think it might have been like a switch situation. So we had him on. He had him on an island.
You know what?
Skates. And he hit him with the full package, man.
But the thing about Tom's game, yeah, it's not. He's not trying to drop you. He's not trying to put you down.
No.
But he's a good player.
Yeah,
he's a good player. So if he's going one way, you cut him off. He's
got it. Yeah,
that's enough to.
Yeah.
I seen him drop someone the other day on our team too when we played it.
Yeah, man. Who did you drop, man? Say names.
Listen.
Best starter.
I got no problem saying names, but you're not gonna be a hypocrite and not saying names.
I didn't bring it up. It was animal.
Who's saying names?
You know what I'm talking about.
Say the name. He's asking.
I already said the name. How about that? No.
He said Michael. He said Michael.
I say the first name. Who got dropped on your team?
L. That's his first name. That's his first. No, if you don't know that, then I can't help you. L.
His first name is L. Government.
Yes.
Government. L.
I mean social media.
No, but we're not talking about social media. He said government.
But his social media name is the same as his government.
Alright, guys. You know what? I'm not gonna.
His social media name is the same as his government.
Let's just stay on track, man. Let's just stay on track.
Let's stay on track.
It's just obvious.
Actually, relax, man.
He always does.
Breathe. It's all good, man. Let's move. I never used the word sensitive.
This one. I didn't hear him say this one.
Thank you. I never said sensitive. Now you are kind of getting there, though.
I'm just giving the backstory.
Alright, cool, man. On to the next subject.
Hey, Black Panther's got a lot of nominations, though.
Oh, there you go. So the Oscars.
Yeah, man. Oscars. Award season.
Black Panther, the first superhero to be nominated for an Oscar for Best Picture.
It's getting a lot of backlash as well, man.
Why?
People are saying it's not good enough to be nominated. It came out in the same year as Infinity War. How is Infinity War not nominated? Like a lot of stuff.
Fair points.
Yeah, so people are saying it's not good enough to be to be nominated as a superhero film. Obviously, Infinity War came out shortly after. It's a better film.
What do you think as professionals? Is it good enough to be nominated?
Well, I would say we're professionals.
I'm guessing that question's aimed at Dave.
No, all of you.
All of us.
I think it's good enough to be nominated because you've got to look at the film as a whole. It's not just about what happened in the film. It's about the visual aspect, the storyline, the originality. One point that I heard the other day, which is a very strong point, is you think about any film that is like strongly like black character led. 9 times out of 10 it's about pain, right? About suffering.
Facts.
Black Panther's not about that.
Yeah.
Black Panther's about what life could really be like for the black contingency, for culture, for black people. And, Black Panther is one of the first of its kind type of films. So you've got to respect it. You've got to love what that film has done and what it did for the culture in general. Like people were comparing it to Aquaman basically and saying no. I know it's crazy saying that basically Aquaman is like a white person's Black Panther, but it's.
They tried to say.
That's what a lot of people say.
Where they can do parallels from that. The brothers.
Exactly. In regards to
sins of the parents.
Yeah, in regards to the film, like
no spoilers, please. Don't put no spoilers.
You look at like the visuals for Aquaman, Black Panther, similar-esque. The idea of a hidden world, similar. The brothers, all that stuff, man. Like they're saying, and a lot of people say Aquaman is better as well on top of that. So it's crazy.
That's mad.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's drugs.
But do you think there's an agenda behind the backlash, other than
racism?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's blatant racism.
You know what I think it is? Oscars are in a difficult situation as well because a while back they were also thinking about introducing a new category, which was most popular movie, which there was a lot of backlash onto that. Now, so they cancelled the idea, right, of most popular movies. Then what do you base it on? Is that like, is it a cultural movement? Is it box office numbers? What is it? What does then count as a popular movie? And people would just think, and you're taken away from the actual art of what a movie is.
Why can't it be a public vote?
But then it's like, yeah, I see what you mean, but Oscars don't do public votes. Oscars are about...
There's a reason for that.
Yeah.
It's the Academy.
Yeah, the Academy, yeah. And also, with that in mind, they've also been used that, because leading up to Oscars, there are other award ceremonies beforehand, Golden Globes, the Screen Actors Guild Awards, and they have no host right now. So all the stars have been going to all these other ceremonies, right, attending. But what they need to do is to have some hype onto the Oscars. They need the talent to be at their ceremonies. So they do kind of need to nominate the cast of Black Panther.
Do you think that nomination's backhanded?
I don't. It's up for debate. I personally think for Best Picture, if you want to take it in its totality as what the movie means for the culture, for us as black people, what it's done for superhero movies, because it's what, like, people sometimes say superhero movies are very superficial in terms of what happens in the movie, like, oh, bad guy saves, and bad guy is like going against good guy saves the world kind of thing. But this story is actually a bit more deep than, you know, your regular quote unquote superhero movie. I think that the cast was dope. It was well directed. It's not in my mind, it's not the best movie of the year, but I feel like what it did for it was a moment. You understand, a moment in the culture. So I think Oscars are in a tricky position, but I feel like the nomination is well deserved. Will it win? It's a different story. But Ryan Coogler did a good job with the casting, so I feel like it's well deserved in that sense. Have you seen it? Ashley, what do you think?
I went to Wakanda.
Yeah, you went to Wakanda.
I went to Wakanda. Yeah, I thought it was fantastic. I felt like it's the first, I guess, superhero movie in a long time. I watched that. You know, you want the villain. Like you support the villain. You like the villain. You know what I mean? It very much a feel to the Dark Knight. With the Joker. Yeah. You know, like, I mean, you know the Joker's bad, but you know, it's dope. You want him about. Yeah. You know, I wish there was a more of a focus on Wakanda. I wish we got to see Wakanda more. I wish there was more stuff in Wakanda.
Black Panther 2 though.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, but I feel like it was dope. You know, I really enjoyed it. I thought it was funny. I thought the story was good.
Do you think it's Oscar worthy?
I mean, I think a lot of stuff isn't Oscar worthy too. So I mean, I have no problem with it being nominated. You know, like I feel like all the points you stated are very, very true. If you purely look at it from a numbers aspect and from a cultural aspect, you know, it's undeniable.
Definitely,
it's undeniable. But it can always be better.
Of course,
you know. Yeah. I didn't like the way that first what's his name? My man with the arm.
Ulysses Claw.
Yeah, he died too quick, man.
Way too quick, man.
Yeah, I don't think it's a dad at all, to be fair.
Not at all, yeah.
He was legit. A Black Panther 2, right? Who's the bad guy now? You know, he eliminated all the, you know. Except unless it's just Avengers, you know, and Black Panther.
Like what's that? That'd be 4.5.
One of them ones, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was dope, man. I liked it.
JP3B1, what you say?
I didn't really give it too much thought, but after what Ashley said, there's a lot of shit that's not Oscar worthy.
Yeah, for sure.
And there's a lot of shit that we haven't even watched, but that we wouldn't watch. And like, what was that one movie? Remember about the billboard?
Last year, Billboard. I knew you said Billboard.
No, remember that one I'm sorry, but remember the one year Moonlight was nominated.
Right.
Yeah.
And because it was nominated, I'm like, I'm watching this, and my man, I can't say his name. I like him.
Maharashtra Ali.
Yeah, I think he's dope, man.
He's
dope.
Bro.
And watching it, I thought the acting was good. I thought it was well shot, but Oscar, you know.
I ain't gonna lie, I didn't see this movie,
Oscar?
I ain't seen this movie yet, man. But I heard Moonlight's dope, man.
Moonlight is good, but like actually, it's not Oscar award
worthy.
Yeah.
Well, based on the criteria that you mentioned previously about, it's more of an art form. They're looking at that side of things. You know what I mean? So it's judged differently.
Yeah.
So the films that we probably all would like and like to see win would not necessarily be.
For example, like Netflix, they've been nominated for like 15 awards, and they're one of the top runners for Best Picture is called Roma. Roma's a black and white foreign movie, and that most people love. For us, are we gonna watch that in the cinema and think it's sick?
And that's what I was gonna raise, because I was like, what?
Roma's got most of the votes as well, right?
You feel me? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, but then you have to understand that, like Ashley mentioned before, it's voted by the Academy. So all these actors that are part of this group, you understand? So and the thing is, there's been things in recent time that a lot of people are voting for movies they haven't even seen. So these people that are voting may have not even seen these movies.
Do you think it's voting
but this is
off recommendations of other people voting?
Sometimes I think that's the case. Just like me, I would like to watch a movie and then make that decision myself. But I can't speak for what people are actually doing.
Alright, real quick. But you mentioned the Academy.
Yeah.
Okay, these people that vote on films and vote, whatever. Like, who are these people? And
actors and producers and directors in the industry.
Yes, but that's my problem. It's like the same old people.
Now, do you remember a few years ago, there was that whole Oscar So White? So obviously what they did was to widen and diversify the people involved. They brought in people from other races, more women as well. So it's not just a sexual thing, but it's more of a cultural thing, so where people are from as well.
Yeah. Also,
they aren't people that are older as well. It's not the older generation. There's a lot of young people now that are involved in the academy. So there's a bit more of a mix.
Yeah.
But who knows how much of a mix is there? It could still be a bit more, offloaded to one side, whether it's to the older demographic or the white demographic, for example. But I can't. But that's what they have actually worked on to. Because remember a few years ago there was like best actors, best actresses. Not one black person was nominated.
The whitewashing.
The whitewashing, do you understand? But they have made some changes in recent time. But
it's respectable.
Black and white film nominated for an Oscar, bro. Like, come on.
But like we said, it's like,
I haven't seen it.
It's about the art form.
It's about the art form, like it's what they want. Do you understand? But that's what I'm saying. That people don't like Oscars is more. Some people say that Oscars is more of a group of people who just want to make themselves feel good.
Yeah, so that means it ain't for us then.
Yeah, that's my next point.
No, but also you have to understand the criteria. Like you have to understand like the what they're looking for or what they consider, art. But at the same time, I feel like art. If you think about art, as long as it makes you feel a certain kind of way, and that could be a bad way. Like you might be like, look at it negatively. You might not enjoy the story, but that still is creating an emotion from you. It can be in the other way, the positive way.
Yeah.
But that's the point of art, isn't it? I guess maybe that's how they're looking at it.
And if you're basing it on that, then Black Panther surely, because I think all of us watched it, right?
Yeah.
And we all felt away, so it moved me. That's art.
Some people didn't move.
No, but it didn't move me the same way like certain films move me. Like some films move you make you sad. Make you
Detroit, fam.
Oh, I felt with a lot of anger, but
that's what I'm saying.
Man.
I mean,
I'm shouting in the cinema,
Like that in the cinema. Who, me?
You, definitely.
You.
I was angry.
Of all of us,
That was shouting.
I thought you were looking at Vandal for
Hell, you. I'm composed, man.
Just like B1 mentioned like a couple seconds ago, was that maybe the Oscars aren't for us. That's another issue they're facing. Is that the fact that they've been seeing lower viewing rates, that people haven't been watching the Oscars as much.
Good.
Which then ties into the next subject, which is the whole Kevin Hart controversy. Obviously, they hired Kevin Hart to be their host. Some people digged into his past, showed all these homophobic tweets and stuff, and now they have no host. So Kevin Hart denied the job or whatever. And now this might be the first time they host an Oscars ceremony without no host in like.
Probably ever.
They've done it before. They've done it once before. I was gonna say like 9 years, but that's just me for pulling the number out of my ass. So I don't know.
They tried to give the job back to him. They tried to say, "Oh, you know what?"
But he had to apologize to do that again, and he didn't want to do it.
I wouldn't know.
But how many times you want him to come out and apologize?
It's not about an apology. It's just about making them look bad. And what I think what they're now realizing is that the fan base that Kevin Hart brings is a lot. Now they've lost out on that. Do you know what I'm saying? So now they're kicking themselves in the ass. But like, they'll find another host.
Will they? Because I'll ask you, if you were an actor, if you were a comedian or whatever, would you want to now take that job?
Yes.
I personally, yeah, but that's like saying, okay, look at Chris Michelle, who signed that the inauguration for Donald Trump. Like, she got a lot of backlash for that. But a lot of people didn't want it. They backed out. But she
got backlash because of it.
Yeah.
Are you willing to take that backlash?
Me personally, no.
That's my point. So you wouldn't take the job?
No, but he just said
somebody would.
Actually, why would you take the job?
The Oscars.
Yeah,
it's a bag.
It's the Oscars. What do you mean?
The bag isn't that big, you know.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's the Oscars. It's an opportunity.
Yeah,
see, like Chris Michelle. If I was a singer, I personally wouldn't have done that because I mean, I feel that's pretty important to government.
Yeah.
And it ties into a lot of other things, and I don't support a lot of the things that government is trying to put forward. But the Oscars, like, I don't have a personal problem with Oscars. I don't think, I feel like they're justified to ask Kevin Hart to apologise, and I think
he's apologised already.
He's justified in saying no, but at the same time, you're Kevin Hart. I mean, I feel like he has a team, he has people, and the simple fact that someone hasn't gone through his history and some of the stuff that I think that's sloppy. I don't think that's lazy.
No, but it's there. It's part of the history. He's not apologised for it.
He's grown as a person. He's allowed to make mistakes and then now evolve.
But I'm saying it was still there. Someone like this was someone who went on his thing and looked back. Someone worked very hard to try and make him look back.
Yeah.
But I'm saying it's sloppy on their part not to go through his
and clear it out for them.
Yeah. Because if it's someone else,
even if it's clear, that information is still out there.
But I feel that's why some people don't want to take this job, because if, for example, Van wants to take the job, people are gonna dig into his past. Like you, for example, you have nothing to hide, so you're fine. You understand? But then Ashley might have something to hide, and then he take your job.
But every comedian has something they've made.
We can't even go into. I know exactly. We can't even go into that because comedians they got like a different license, man.
Right. But also the thing about
do they?
No, but I say they have a different. When I say they have a different license, or maybe they should have a different license or whatever. But because as a comedian, it's your job to talk about certain aspects of life, and it's almost always going to be controversial. But it's your job to bring humor and a positive reflection to that controversial moment or whatever it is.
People are too sensitive these
days. Yeah,
of course.
But we have to understand this. But that's why, the same way, like, if they looked into my past and they found some stuff, which they probably would, that I wouldn't want to say in public.
Yeah. Okay.
But being young, being ignorant, or messing around, you might say some stuff. Like I've changed. Some of the language I use now is very different from the language I used before. Like you travel the world, you learn, whatever. But if I want to host the Oscars, I'll apologize. Kevin Hart doesn't have to host the Oscars. Pure and simple. That's what it boils down to. He doesn't have to. But again, going back to the Oscars, the way social media is now, and the way everything else is, that you don't have to host the Oscars. Like it used to be, like the Oscars that's it. That's it. That's the only way we'll get recognition, like for movies or certain things. But the way the world is now, like
I see what you're saying in terms of he could have just apologized again. Because if it's just a case of, listen, someone's dug up these tweets, he could have easily said, all right, guys, these are old tweets. I apologize for it before. I apologize again. I'm a different guy. Whatever. But he took the stand of not apologizing again. But yeah, so I guess it's a case where he could have just apologized again and just hosted the Oscars.
I don't think he didn't even want to though. After all that, it's like, well, I've apologized.
Yeah, but see, like, if he apologizes first time, all of this stuff, it doesn't happen.
I guess it's more of a pride thing or the principle. Like, I've apologized before, I've acknowledged this before. Why is it now that because you want me to do it, you want me to apologize again, and now I have to do it when it's been done before?
If they invited Tiffany Haddish to host the Oscars, and they found some stuff, I'm pretty sure she would have apologized. She would have done it. Like she's on the up and up. She had an amazing year last year. The last 2 years, but
she ain't even funny.
It's been that. Oh, you're a hater.
What did she say?
She ain't funny.
JP, throw yourself in the bin, man.
Jeez.
You're a hater.
For real? That's how you feel?
I'm just
saying. Say it louder.
I don't think she's that funny, man.
The mic's right here, bro.
Yeah, I said it.
Kind of whispering though, innit?
What about girls trip?
Clear your throat first, bro.
You ain't seen Girls Trip?
Nah.
Fam, I'm not gonna lie to you. Girls Trip with the wifey, you have a blast, but that movie's a good one.
I swear. Check it out.
It's funny, right?
It's a funny film.
Yeah. Alright, man. Moving on. Let's talk about a couple Netflix films that have come out in recent time.
I feel like last year, quite early in the podcast, we were talking about like Netflix starting to get films and whatever else, and like I feel like in my head, like I was like, oh, they take a little bit of time for them to get their steam to really get going. Yo, they just opened up 2019 on some different shit.
Crazy.
You're not playing any games.
No games played.
No, at all.
But again, it used to be like it has to be cinema. It has to. That's what. But it's not that.
It's not like
there's
that.
other avenues. There's other venues. You know.
Times are changing, man. Times are changing. So Fire Festival, that documentary came out.
Yeah.
Has everyone seen it?
Yeah.
See, I wanted to watch. My sister watched it. And
You ain't seen it?
Dope. I knew about it before. I know the story.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched the film, so it'll be interesting to really. I seen the memes again. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, man, like Andy.
Yo. Listen,
Andy King.
Let's clear up now. Ain't no one taking that one for the team.
He clearly was ready, yo.
No, it depends though. So I'll tell you why. You might look at me like I'm mad.
It depends.
No, it does depend.
Go on.
Because, for example, he's a gay man.
Right.
So that act is normal for him to do. And in that situation, he probably felt like in order to make such an event work, he would have to do it.
What?
Oh, so you don't know what's going on?
This is a spoiler. This is a spoiler.
I don't know if I want you meant to spoil it.
That's what I'm going to ask you now if you want to know.
No, I don't.
It's a little pressure on me, isn't it? Because obviously I want to know.
I'm asking
I
you
feel like
that.
it's a very small part.
It's a very, very
minuscule
part
documentary.
of
Alright,
the grand scheme.
I'm not saying it's a small part, but if you want to know, I'll say it now.
I said okay.
What's with the aggressiveness, man?
I was gonna do that.
Jermaine, you back in the Missouri?
It's your go-to, you know that.
Alright, so let me
You
break
do this
it
with
down.
Albert all the time. Okay, go on.
Albert deserves it, man.
No, but Albert is sensitive.
Alright, so I'll break it down. Basically, so obviously they had a festival that wasn't ever going to work, but obviously they were making it, whatever. And so they had like $175,000 worth of water at customs, but customs weren't letting it come through. And so the guy that was creating the festival went to one of his peers, who knew he was gay. He said, "You are a wonderful gay leader, and we need you to take one for the team. We need you to go down there and suck dick." So do you know what Homeboy did? Homeboy, he just said, so he's the one, he's telling the story, and in the documentary says like, so he asked me that, so I just went home, I drove home, took some mouthwash, took a shower, got back in my car, and drove over there. I ain't gonna tell you what happens next. But I'm saying, Andy's a real one.
Well, to get water through customs.
Yeah.
For the festival. Because they have to pay a certain amount of money in customs.
Yeah. So
So they hadn't paid it,
175,000
they hadn't paid
and
it.
they didn't have the money.
So basically, they were refusing to let it through until they had received the payment. So basically, what's his name again?
But how,
Andy King.
So how did the guy know that this was going to be enough payment?
I don't know, but we might have had that conversation, innit?
What if he went down there and he was
I'm not gonna lie. 175 foul or
But
like,
that mouth could have been fire festival. I don't know.
well, what are we talking about? Cheers, mate. You know, that's it.
But I'm sure that because Billy's the guy that was heading off this whole thing. I'm sure Billy had done the negotiations beforehand.
how you gonna negotiate for man then?
How do you get to that? How do you get to that point in the
I know.
conversation?
But that's what happened. That's what the main meme
Industry,
that's
innit?
going on. But obviously that's not the main thing about Fire Festival. But that's one of the hot topics.
That's the meme, isn't it? That's the meme.
Yeah.
Because they always got his face. He's there.
Like. So wait, okay. Apart from Andy, what do you guys think about the Fire Festival documentary?
Like, it was interesting, man. Because yeah, it was good insight. But like my whole time watching, I was thinking, did they actually think they were gonna pull this shit off? Like,
I remember when it was happening live.
Yeah.
As in when it was happening live, because I specifically remember 50 Cent trolling Ja Rule about it.
Yeah, I remember you said the other day.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I remember that specifically.
The thing is, like, I obviously might have seen stuff on social media about the food that they've been given, the fact that they weren't been allowed to fly back home, but I didn't how deep it was. Like, I didn't know how serious the whole thing was. But with this documentary, lets you know that basically there's this one guy, Billy, who's delusional, bro. Like, he's a good
Is he
talker.
delusional or is he just
Ambitious. But no, it's to the point where
Overly ambitious though, isn't it?
people are telling him this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
But it's like, no, I want solutions.
Yeah. We're a solution-based company.
Yeah.
But you know the thing is though, as much as
That's my man who's in jail now, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
It's like 6 years or something.
as much as it sounds crazy when he says it, don't we all hate it when people say, oh, this isn't going to work, that's not going to work, that's not going to work? Would you rather say, how can we make these things work?
I think you know what it is, and I think it's like whenever you start something new, you start a new business, or you start a new company or whatever, right? It's you have an end vision of what it is you need or what you want, but sometimes like you have to understand like for any corporation to work, like all the pieces from top to bottom got to be pristine, and the most important pieces are really the bottom. Yeah. You know, so you want to get people. You have to market. You have to get people to buy in. You have to do X, Y, Z, right? But then you got to take care of the people that's there, and sometimes these are things that are overlooked. So, but in terms of taking care of them, you got to make sure people are sleeping in the right places, and you got like the food, like some of these things. But you might think, oh, these are simple fixes.
People definitely feel that.
Yeah, but you don't know how if the food company something happens or their supplier something happens, it goes further back. And sometimes it just takes a lot of experience to kind of.
What you're saying is 100% true, but this guy, when you watch it, you'll see that
he was a bit mad.
Yeah,
but I'm saying normally people who are sitting at the top of these things, they don't really know what's going on.
No, but the thing is, he was there.
He was in the thick.
You would think that he's in America and they're in the island and he's just over there saying, "Yeah, make sure this is done."
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
He's there. He's with the people. He's seeing the fact that these people. He's selling these. I don't know. I'll use the word mansions, but he's selling all these villas and stuff. Yeah. But they're sleeping in tents.
But he's telling them.
Yeah, he's saying. He's trying to figure out how to make more money. He's like, yo, let's create these wristbands for people to put money on so that we can pay off this, that, and the third. He's saying we're gonna sell but let's put a package together where you're on a boat, you've got free drinks and you're dancing with all these celebrities. With a chef. Yeah. Let's sell this to them. Let's make buff.
He sold them shit.
Yeah, and
okay, you're gonna sell them though. Like if someone tells me, yo, we're gonna go to this festival, you can get a boat with a chef and like, shit, if I got the money for it, I'm gonna buy it. I don't know no different.
And that's why it worked, because he was targeting these rich kids.
That's why he's in jail.
Yeah. But then, like we were saying, it's the people that are on the ground that are telling them, yo, we haven't got this.
Yeah.
And it's not getting through to
them. Bro.
But he said, nah, we're gonna make it happen.
Yeah, basically.
But who was the other guy who had no experience in running an event at that size?
Oh, the young boy.
Yeah, the young boy,
He was trying to recruit the acts.
Yeah, he was. No. There was another dude they brought in that was working when Ja Rule was on there when we first began.
The foreign guy.
Some white.
Oh, the guy that you had to fly the and then.
Oh, fly the
Yeah, the thing is, so he. The guy that he basically, I don't want to spoil it too much.
You said
yeah.
With his wife.
Okay. Man, actually, just
definitely watch that, bro.
For sure. My sister was watching it. She paused it. She like, Ash, this here? Watch this. I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah.
It's crazy.
So I've been planning on watching it. Almost watched it the other day.
It's actually
I tried to TPCP.
The whole concept is
this guy. Now, it's another one of those ones where imagine if he pulled it off. Obviously, he's never going to pull it off.
But if he pulls it off, then it's a success. Now.
Yeah, that's how it works. That's probably how his mind works. It's crazy to think about it, but if you pull it off, you're a genius.
I feel like the first venue they had. Because remember the stipulations of keeping it.
I can't believe they did that as well, man.
Shaped it from the jump, like
idiots. Idiots.
Like, as in,
all you had to do was do this,
was not do that,
or not do that,
and you
did it.
It's
don't buy the apple, Eve.
Facts.
Well, remember the other day when I was like, yo, let's do something this summer, and then I put this festival in the group chat. What did people say?
It was a festival.
It's fake.
Yeah.
I'm not trusting anything new this year. Nothing.
There's meant to be something big new this year as well.
What's
Afro
Nation?
Afro Nation.
Is that legit?
Afro Nation was about last
Everyone's
year.
talking about
Portugal. It has to be legit because I know people that got tickets where.
No.
I've never heard of
I
Afro
don't
Nation.
think that Fire Festival armbands. How about that?
I don't know. I've never heard of Afro Nation.
Me either.
I need to start going. I'm only going to stuff that people have already been to. Anything new? I'm so glad I threw that in the chat because I was thinking, this looks like a motive. Let me just show
them. Someone said it to me, was like, get your tickets. I was like, what?
I've never heard of this. Promo video looked legit, everything. I said, let me show them out. And then immediately, bruv, no, this is fake.
Very. Meat was on probation.
No, but I think I've heard now that it's happening. But Mig ain't gonna be part of it.
Yeah, people. Yeah, I would say that if a festival is going to happen, it will happen, but not to the scale that they're selling it to. Not with all the acts. Like, of course, at the time they'll be like, "Oh, this guy can't make it. This person can't make it." Yeah. But I'm not buying into anything that people haven't already been to. I'm not doing it. Nagayan, bruv, don't invite me. Did you go last year? No, I ain't reaching. I'm sorry. That's how it's gonna be.
That app would have been serious though if they could.
The Whisper?
No, the app.
Oh, Fire app. Okay,
yeah, that'd be serious.
Apparently, some people made a similar app to it.
Really? Yeah, that'd been serious because that'd have changed the game at the time. But
it was a good idea. It was a good concept. That
Bruv, the whole festival was just to promote the flipping app.
that's what was crazy about it.
Can you imagine? Sorry if that's a spoiler, but
No, I know nothing about this app.
the concept was just for this app. You're doing all of this elaborate lifestyle.
kind of backwards, isn't it? Yeah.
I mean, but again, if it worked out,
If it hadn't worked
It would
out,
have been crazy.
if it hadn't worked out, he'd have been heralded as one of the greatest minds of.
I think that was his vision. But saying that, fast forward to the end.
I ain't seen the end, by the way. I ain't seen the last 20
I
minutes.
actually, I haven't seen the last 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Fast forward to the.
Oh, you ain't seen it?
Fell
Oh,
asleep.
oh, was
You
that
seen
good?
it?
no. Yeah, I've watched the whole damn thing.
I was that tired. I was that tired.
It's like when you see that, if it worked, he's the greatest. But then when you see
Exactly.
the end,
That's why
you're
I'm
like,
wondering why you guys
you're
haven't
like-
mentioned that.
You're like, this guy is actually fucking.
There's more to it,
Oh,
guys.
for real.
The last 20 minutes.
No,
don't
some people have told me that he, no matter what, he was still doing what he was doing.
Fam,
He don't
it's
stop.
crazy.
Imagine getting
He is. The last 20 minutes, it shows him in a different light.
Yeah, then the pieces will start to fall together.
Yeah,
Then you'll be like,
Disclaimer: I haven't seen the end, so I'm saying it.
Yeah, I'm
It
inviting
just
one city
makes sense.
Before anyone starts
You know
saying I'm
what?
crazy.
You know what I'm really looking forward to is when 50 Cent actually watches this, because I don't think he has. Because if he had,
You know he
the
goes,
trolling would have
he
been
goes hard,
100
so
fam.
get the strap and all that.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Next Netflix release Polar with Matt Mickelson.
I haven't seen it, man.
Mickelson.
I know you lot watched it. I really
yeah, I
watched
watched it.
Yeah.
You know what I really like about Netflix, by the way? Like, turn it on and when you're over a movie, the previews. I actually like those. But I haven't seen the Polar one, so I don't know what that's about.
I watched Polar.
Polar is like if John Wick is older.
Basically,
yeah.
Okay. I just watched Close.
Close.
You seen that?
Close.
That's the closest when it's about special detail security guard.
Yeah.
Or like close protection.
Yeah, close protection security guard. That's the woman, and she's assigned to like a rich kid that she takes care of certain individuals.
Yeah.
It's dope, man. It's dope.
Who's in it?
I'm not professional, man. I'm not professional.
You can't read the name on the side.
Nah, I just don't remember. I wasn't. That's not part of my work.
Fair enough. Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was gonna be better throughout the film, but it was entertaining. Some dope stuff happened.
For anyone that hasn't seen Polar, I wrote a review on our Instagram page TPCP UK, so go check that out. That was my review for last week, I believe it was. So yeah, man, read that.
What did you? I haven't checked out your review, but
I liked it, man.
You liked it?
And
So
because
did I.
I'm starting to view movies differently as to where I watched them, whether it's in the cinema,
You have to.
Netflix. Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
And this is why I was saying I think Bright is a good film. Because
But it's still rubbish.
It's a good Netflix film. It's a good Netflix.
It really isn't, man.
Stop laughing, man.
Right.
Oh.
Wait, so everyone.
Oh, so the contingency. So you're not
Right, it's dead,
You're the
man.
only one. You're the only one.
I'm starting to see a trend here.
What are you saying?
You're the only one. That
That was alright. I liked it.
Brad was dead, bro. Brad was not legit. Paul is better than Brad.
Nah, relax.
Missed his anyway.
I wasn't feeling Paul, to be honest.
I was surprised by Vanessa Hudgens' portrayal of that character.
Yeah.
I didn't think she had it in her, but and at first I didn't recognize her. That's how good
I
it
don't
was.
even know what she looks like, man. If you put her in front of me, I wouldn't even know that was her.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think she did a really good job playing that role, man.
What about my guy? The guy that looks like Mr. Blobby.
Oh, from Not Written.
Yeah.
What's his name again?
I forgot.
Forgot his name.
Yeah. I didn't like his character. It's weird.
Lucas.
Carl Lucas, maybe. Oh, that's Luke Cage.
That's what I'm about to say.
That's Luke Cage, isn't it?
But yeah, no, anyone could have played that role, man. Anyone could have played his role.
So some new projects coming from Netflix is Resident Evil. Are you guys down for a Resident Evil show?
I'm not watching that.
Why not?
If they go a completely different direction than the movies, then
How can you?
For example,
different portrayal, man.
yeah, you can make it about smaller stories. About a group of people. The way I see it,
Walking
it's like,
Dead's been out.
that's what I was just gonna say.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't watch The Walking Dead.
Maybe origins of.
So, is Walking Dead fire?
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't finished it.
The first couple of seasons.
I watched the first couple of seasons.
After a while,
It kind of becomes like, damn, it's never gonna end, is it?
Yeah,
The Walking Dead is maybe one of the most basic TV programs I've ever seen in my life.
Fair enough.
that's what I'm saying. The first couple of seasons. After that,
I've never seen it.
But it's enjoyable.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. That's why a lot of people don't finish it after a while. It's like, okay.
It's about the same.
Like what's gonna happen next?
After about 5-6 seasons, it's like,
Yeah.
I ain't
That's
gonna
how
keep
they
going.
set up.
I got to season 4 and I was like, I pretty much understand what's going on.
the same shit happens. They find a little settlement. They settle down. A nice little place.
I don't know how
Some
they
shit
I don't
happens.
know how they kept
They got a bounce.
And then they got bounced.
The wall breaks.
Yeah.
zombies get in.
Or somebody
You got
does
bounced to the
some.
next
The one when what season are they when they're in the prison?
I feel like that's 3.
3 or 4, right?
Right.
And then they moved to that.
That was
colony
decent. That was
Colony,
decent.
yeah.
With the what was the name
with
of
the guy with the eye patch?
No, with the woman when she was the leader. What did they call her? The governor or some shit.
Oh, the governor. Yeah.
That was.
Oh yeah. They're like, yeah.
I'm gonna have to contribute.
It's after eye patch one.
After eye
Yeah.
patch. After eye patch.
Yeah.
April.
What about
That's
April?
all, that's all I'm gonna say for now. April. Talk about it later.
Alright.
Speaking about zombies as well, did you guys know that Netflix have hired Zack Snyder to direct a movie about? So I think it's called Army of the Dead.
Yeah. It's crazy. The concept is crazy though.
Yeah.
Is it like a remake of an old movie?
I think this might be an original
It's
movie.
original.
Sounds familiar. Army of the Dead.
Yeah, it does.
That's like Dawn of the Dead.
Dawn of the Dead, Rise of the Dead.
Because he actually did.
Game
Did
of
he not
Thrones.
do Dawn of the Dead years ago?
I'm not too
Yeah.
sure.
White Walkers.
Question.
Yeah.
Let's check into that.
But this is more of like a heist zombie
Yeah.
movie.
A heist movie, yeah.
So it's like heist movie taking place during a zombie
apocalypse.
So what are
Yeah.
you stealing?
Fam,
Anything, bro.
it could be shit to stay alive.
Exactly. It's 5 on the fist.
Yeah.
You know, have you noticed that zombie movies are not really about the zombies? It's about zombies are like another obstacle that's part of what's
It's
going
survival.
on.
That's
Yeah.
about it.
The story is something else. It's not about.
It's more about humanity. It's more about the people that are living it.
Yes,
It's about the people that are
yes,
dead.
yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you guys get that from when you watched I Am Legend or?
See that? I was thinking that.
I
I was thinking that because them monsters had a bit of conscious. They had
Yeah,
some consciousness to them. Do you know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
That's true. That was a little bit different.
Yeah.
That was a little bit different.
That's that still. Alright, final Netflix topic. So Netflix have finally joined the MPAA, which is the Motion Pictures Association of America. And with this move, combined with them being nominated for Oscars, it kind of legitimizes them as a Hollywood studio now.
This is when I hear this, I think this is a real respect my gangster type of shit.
Yeah. Power play.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm in here, like.
We're taking over.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like Netflix have actually making moves in the last couple of years. I mean, fair enough. Sometimes I feel like a couple of years ago their content was good, but it was mainly about licensing their main content. But now they're making original like movies, TV shows, cartoons and stuff.
Yeah.
People actually have a reason to stay with Netflix now, man.
Yeah.
And now they've become a major player in Hollywood now, being nominated in all these different categories across all these award shows. Like this, Netflix are making moves, bro.
They're doing bits.
They're doing bits, man. But like, how do you think the state of the film industry would be in a couple more years' time? Like, do you think this changes anything for Hollywood in any way, sense?
Oh, definitely.
Big time.
I just think it feeds into the fact that Netflix, you know, they're getting A-list actors. Like we just said, Zack Snyder's involved in the project now. So now they're getting A-list directors.
Sandra Bullock.
They've already got Michael Bay. They've got Quentin Tarantino.
They have. You're right.
Yeah,
True.
man.
I think it legitimizes them as a movie company, and just gives you more of that feel like like, okay, if I want to make a film or if I want to be part of a film, I can go with Netflix. It's not just a Universal, it's not just a Sony. That I can go with and make a legitimate film. Netflix are doing big things now, like, and they probably will. I think they're going to change the cinema game, or the movie game, should I say, at least, in a way that people wouldn't have expected. A couple of years time.
Yeah.
Do you think Netflix will strictly stay to streaming, or do you think they'll eventually get into cinema as well?
They're already doing both. So in order to have their movies considered for award, they have to release them theatrically for at least a few weeks, like a certain amount of time. That's why Roma was released in the movies.
You keep saying this Roma.
Yeah, I know. I never seen it. I never seen it. But yeah, so especially when Netflix do co-productions, when they collaborate with other production companies. So you're right. So they do release in the cinema, but I think primarily their release will be on the platform.
But you know what? Netflix saves so much money because like they don't necessarily have to advertise their movies the same way like a traditional production company might have to advertise their stuff. All you gotta do is put on Netflix, and we're gonna see it. Everyone's gonna see it anyway.
Might drop a trailer on YouTube.
Yeah, I think they could drop a trailer on YouTube. I think one of the next progressions is probably gonna be, and I'm going down to them and making a prediction, but there might be something like a Netflix award or like whatever they call
Somebody
it.
said this to me the other day. Yeah.
Or like a Netflix. Let's see how they have the Academy. There might be something.
Or like a streaming awards type of shit.
Yeah,
Streaming.
It's the streaming.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know, something along those lines. Because I feel like I don't know. It's possible that Netflix is just gonna. Again, look at the Oscars. You know, if you take that, you know, like before it'd be hard pressed to not to find a host or someone to replace or someone to apologize for something that happened. It's just like, again, it's not necessary because there's other avenues now. So if Netflix is going to be taken over and doing certain things, it just kind of makes certain studios not as powerful, really. You know, because we have to do it this way, so we get these awards, we get this way. No, you don't. No, go with Netflix, maybe, you know.
exactly. Yeah,
I feel like Netflix have to be a bit more transparent with how they measure things, though, because nobody really knows their numbers.
No.
So I think once they do that, more transparency.
As long as they're giving us good content, do we care?
God, who cares?
Yeah, fair enough.
Question though, like how long before, and let's flip it, how long before these other production companies start taking a leaf out and start doing, like obviously Disney are doing their own platform soon, how long before these other companies think, oh, well this has worked for them, let's go dip into their formula and see how we can.
Do you think they haven't tried?
They've probably tried.
I think they're doing it already.
A lot of people have tried.
Yeah, I think they're doing it already. Like Disney, they've got theirs. Amazon already got Amazon. Warner Brothers, they've got DC. There's Hulu. What else? So Apple's coming out with theirs soon enough. Apple's gonna. Yeah,
I better be inclusive with having this damn phone. Shit.
So yeah, but I think Sony and Universal, I think maybe in some time we could see them come out with a platform for their own.
It's gonna be tough, man, just because the way Netflix come up. I mean, the Netflix and chill. Netflix is synonymous with certain things.
Exactly, man.
You got to do a lot to knock Netflix off the top spot, and that's what it is really.
Because we're talking about, like in the office the other day, we were talking about Hulu. Hulu hasn't really penetrated the international market. Yeah. It's not as prominent as in America. People watch Hulu,
and that was one of the big problems when I was overseas. When I was in a different country, like you're trying to watch something and like. They're like, oh, that's not available.
This country, this region.
Hold on, man. Like, I want to watch something.
They get that VPN.
You know what I'm saying? No, I mean, but now you're making me do something illegal. Now you're making me do something I don't really want to be doing. I can, but
do you want to go ways for you to watch it though?
No, I love you, baby.
No, I'm just saying that's extra work. Whereas if I just jump on Netflix, and that's taken away from them. Yeah. But the same way Netflix used to do that too. You couldn't watch it. Netflix in every country at first. Yeah. But they fixed up.
Demand is there.
Like the demand is there for Netflix, but I don't think the demand is there for any more Fast and Furious movies.
Oh no. Well, there's one coming out this summer, so someone's making a demand.
It's different. I feel that's different.
That's very different. It's a little
segue. Yeah. But
so guys, Hobbs Shaw, the trailer dropped the other day. Can we just be? Can we all just be honest? Can we be honest and just say what we think? No, stop.
How about you keep your 100? I don't want your 100.
Alright, cool.
Well, so, actually, you're our guest of honor. What do you think about the Hobbs Shaw trailer? Have you even seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Just go and watch it right now, real quick. Real quick.
Yeah.
Just real quick.
Absolute fires.
Alright, guys, we'll be back in a minute. Ashley's gonna watch the trailer.
So.
Alright, cool. So yeah, man, we just all watched the Hobbs Shaw trailer. Like, let's get an unbiased response. Like, what do you think, Ashley? What are you saying?
Flames.
Yeah! Let's go!
Flames.
Let's go!
Flames.
Yeah.
I just think, I mean, the way first of all, the way the trailer starts is it's pretty impressive with Idris Elba. Introduces him straight away.
Yeah.
The way he's shot is dope. You know?
Yeah.
Superhuman.
Oh,
Bullet.
Yo, man, we're doing too much, you know.
I'm the new standard. Even these bars. So who the hell are you? Bad guy.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
sick.
It's just come on, man. Hobbs, corny. It's a tall guy, so tall guy. What bad?
Yeah. It's the rock, though, isn't it?
Usual.
Yeah.
But I mean, I just hope it's not a situation where, what was that film? Where it was Mark Wahlberg and and it was
The other guy.
the game.
Pain and
Pain and Gain. See,
Yeah.
that was garbage.
That was garbage,
The
yeah.
trailer was dope.
Trailer
Yeah,
was
I've been a bit skeptical of trailers recently. Like ever since I watched Suicide Squad.
Wow. Anyway,
So,
they'll get me started.
Ever since then, now trailers, you know. Like, I mean, like this trailer was good fire, but there's I was skeptical.
I'm sure there's more fight in between that they didn't show us.
Yeah.
No, I'm hopeful. I hope so.
So my whole thing about the trailer is, right, so they've got to introduce everybody properly, innit? So it's not a trailer, it's not like a Fast and Furious trailer, like a normal Fast and Furious trailer wouldn't do what they just did right there, because you know who everyone is, you know what the backstory is, you know the idea of the film, they're just going to show you what's going to happen in the film. I feel like a lot of the stuff we saw there, you probably won't even see in the film, because it's like introductory stuff, I don't want to see The Rock say, I'm a tall glass of water. I don't want to see him say that in the film.
Yeah.
Who's gonna say it?
Probably.
But aren't these parts of the film?
Yeah.
No, you're right, you know. They might, that might not be part of the film.
They cut it out.
It's just introductory for the trailer.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, man.
So,
I'm
telling you, bro. And then obviously they've got to introduce the whole buddy team up thing.
Right.
So it's gonna be the little conflict. Why can't we be friends? It's like it's synonymous. It's congruent to what the film is.
The man said synonymous and congruent. You know what he did? Alright, listen there, fuck it.
No. Why are we interrupting, bro?
Why are you cutting him off?
Recording's not finished.
I'm about to get to a point. It's not finished.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You know what I'm saying? Like it's satirical. It's painting that picture of we want to be.
But what does that mean?
And you said
satire.
Oh, satire.
Satirical. Sorry, satirical. You knew what I meant, though, right?
why are we doing this on purpose, by the way, you know?
It's necessary.
Chill. Let him speak.
I'm being dead serious though. Like,
necessary.
why can't we be friends? But you know why they can't be friends? Because they got the backstory,
Right.
bro. It's actually slightly genius in terms of.
You're saying this is genius, you're doing too much.
He's his opinion.
He's
He's trolling. Takashi, go on.
Yeah, that's exactly it, bro.
That's exactly what you're doing.
You might not even let me finish one.
Hurry up, man.
Go on.
Jeez.
Wait, because you lot feel so strongly.
No, let him finish. Let him
right.
finish. Alright, cool, let him finish.
Everyone let Ashley speak. Ashley spoke the gospel.
You know what? I can't deal with her.
Cody, go ahead.
No. See, what I'm saying, yeah, the why can't we be friends thing. The choice of music isn't the greatest choice of music I know, but it's done. It's on purpose. It's a bit like I know, like I feel like Guardian started that trend where they choose like the rocky type of.
Deadpool as well.
But everyone jumped on that flow, and that's what
Corny.
Okay, but they're going for that look.
It's quite disrespectful.
It's hella disrespectful.
Because when Dave said because Cody's doing this on purpose.
It doesn't matter.
Are you done yet?
You interrupting me.
I haven't said anything.
Listen. Go on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, go on. Go ahead and get off your chest. Go on.
What's the rebuttal? See, I got words too.
Listen, yeah. What's this movie called?
Hobbs Shaw.
Yeah, but what is it the nomination of?
Fast and Furious.
How many cars did we see in this trailer?
I saw a very nice one.
How many cars you see?
I saw car do.
Yeah, so that one, yeah.
Affects the bullets.
Yeah, but listen, it doesn't say this is Fast and Furious. It's Hobbs Shaw.
No. But what's the prefix?
That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. See, I'm sorry, no. See, so no. You got no. It's not a spin-off. It's a continuation. It's a sequel.
Is it called Fast and Furious Hobbs Shaw?
Yes, it is called Fast and Furious Hobbs Shaw.
Okay, so what's your point?
Listen, yeah, it's a Fast and Furious movie.
What's your point?
No, don't interrupt me, innit? Don't interrupt me, bruv.
My bad.
Yes.
After all the interruptions.
It's a Fast and Furious movie with hardly any cars, yeah? It doesn't make sense,
bro.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Like,
We'll show all the cars.
let me talk in it.
Because we know what he said doesn't make any sense, but
Let me talk.
You're a bit sensitive, aren't you?
No. Listen, yeah, okay, got no cars in it, yeah? I can see why Tyrese had such a hard time accepting The Rock to take this away from him. Because this doesn't make sense. Hobbs and Shaw, fair enough, I love The Rock in Fast and Furious.
I'm
I'm not gonna lie, man, I'm talking now, man, I'm being interrupted.
I'm sorry, Tyrese.
And now you've got nothing to say.
Tyrese's grievance is something completely different.
Yeah.
It's completely different.
I'm not speaking because what you're saying
This is a misdirection from you.
Can I talk?
what they've been saying is ludicrous, and I think he's actually.
Oh God! Why? It is finished.
Listen, yeah.
And I think you're acting for Will.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
How you gonna act like that?
Yo, what more do you want from me?
He needs to just move. Get out
The way. Listen, yeah. You guys always complain about trailers doing the most, showing too much, but yet you guys are okay with this. This is a 3-minute first trailer. Are you being serious?
It's a lot.
3 minutes 17.
Okay.
The film needs to be sold. You haven't had that same energy with anything else before.
Because
do you know what?
Films have already got like a backing.
No, but there have been original movies that haven't.
But this is a spin-off, bro. Sorry. Let me.
But that's my point. It's a spin-off, so it shouldn't need so much exposition in a movie.
Listen,
The Rock has been in at least 3 Fast and Furious movies. Yet we need an introduction to it.
all this means is there's so much more in this movie that they were willing to throw that away.
No. You're saying all that means. Where are you pulling that information from? What's made you come to that conclusion, please?
The track record of Fast and Furious.
What you thought? No, I need more.
Great movies.
For the most part, I'm before.
I say entertaining movies.
Yeah, entertaining. Remember, like I used to kind of be against Fast and Furious.
Greatly entertaining.
Yo, Jermaine, what are you saying?
It's hella corny, bro.
Why?
Corny.
Everything, all the interactions, corny. What is
Two
Idris
glass of
Elba?
milk.
What is this
Yeah,
character?
Can I just stop Jermaine? I'm sorry, Jermaine. You have no place speaking on what's corny, bro.
Go on.
You watch Supergirl.
Chase.
I watched Supergirl purely
Chase.
to
Go
tie
on.
everything in a little.
Why do you turn everything in, bro?
Because I need to find out.
That's
That's
corny too. That's corny too.
He watched it.
Let me ask you this though. Right? From a purely objective point of view.
Yeah.
This is corny.
Yeah.
Right? It is. It's parts of it is corny.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean it can't be entertaining. Doesn't mean it can't be good.
I'm not disputing that.
But if this isn't corny, how can you not call Avengers corny? From a purely objective standpoint. I mean, I know you are I know you're all Marvel fans, comic book fans, but there's a lot of stuff that happens in these films, a lot of lines that happen in these films, a lot of instances which are corny. The last Avengers, my man, what's my man's name? Skyfall, or whatever his name. He messed up the whole. My man who messed up the whole thing.
Star-Lord.
Okay.
Star-Lord messed up the whole thing because I mean,
okay. Now, Marvel, they are a comic book, right? It's a comic book. Like that's where the material comes from, right? And the world they've built has been built in for this corny stuff. This is what we read. We have been reading since we were young, so it's not a surprise to us. Yeah.
It's still corny.
Can I talk without any interruption? Am I allowed to do this? Am I allowed to do something?
I don't know.
Go ahead.
You don't know, P1.
They're really sick, you know. After his constant interruptions, and now asking if he could not be interrupted.
Okay, I don't think we're gonna get anywhere. But let's agree to disagree, yeah? You man really thought this movie, the trailer was at least good. We don't know if the movie's going to be good yet because we haven't seen it.
Yeah.
But let's agree to disagree. That the trailer, in your opinion, is what? How would you describe it, Animal?
It's still feeling like one of the best trailers of the year, man, for me.
And we're in January.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would say anything happen between now and December, but I'm saying right now.
Okay, cool.
I think that's fair.
Okay, that's cool. And B1, would you like to say your opinion?
Fire, no festival.
Why you? Barry was a professional gas.
You know what it's bar?
No, it was a bar. 100% there was a bar, but you're a professional gas.
No. Stop, man.
I wonder what JP thinks about the trailer. About the trailer, not about
you know what? To be fair, I watched the trailer. You know, the first thing that came to mind is they're trying too hard. They're doing too much.
Yes. But there's so much that has to be sold, though, man.
3 minutes, bro, for a trailer,
and
you sat here and flipping gone off on the fact that trailers are showing too much. Bro. I can't sit here and give you this. Don't do that, man.
No. I'm talking about the time in it, not what they're showing. I'm talking about the time in it.
You have complained about time limit. We've done that many times, bro.
Listen, man.
Like when, for example, when Aquaman showed some stuff for too long.
Yeah, the 5-minute thing. Yeah, watch it. Yeah, but Aquaman already had a trailer. Then it threw out a 5-minute thing.
Okay.
Same with Spider-Man, right? Same with Into Spider-Man.
Into Spider-Man, they showed that, but that was more of a. They showed the scene. Yeah, they showed the scene. Okay, and Ashley, what you saying?
About the trailer?
Yeah, about the trailer. Flames.
Yeah. I want to go see it. I want to go. If I want to go see that in the cinema, and if I don't see it, if I don't enjoy it when I go to cinema, then I'll be disappointed.
Okay, cool. Alright, let's leave it at that.
We're all gonna watch it as a group.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. Say nothing. And lastly, on Fast and Furious, apparently there's a female cast, the all-female cast spin-off in the works. Are you guys interested in that?
I mean, that's the direction a lot of franchises are going in right now. Spin-offs with female cast, which is a good idea in terms of like diversity.
Yeah.
I just want to see what the premise is. I guess it depends what direction they're going in. Who's the lead female?
They have to bring some new characters, right?
Yeah.
There's not enough.
There's
not enough.
Yeah, I think they need to let Letty lead this.
I think you got to let Letty lead.
100%. They need to let Letty lead this. I'm saying, if they're going to do a female cast for the Fast and Furious movie, they need to make sure that the story is A1, because that's what makes things fail. Because you know, when you create a movie like this with an all-female cast, is that you're just making it for the sake of it. If the story isn't legit, if it doesn't necessarily tie into everything else beforehand, it's gonna suck. Look what happened with Blockbusters. Ghostbusters. Yeah, they were all female, and it was rubbish.
What do you think of Ocean's 8?
Ocean's 8 was actually alright. Ocean's 8 was actually pretty. That was cynic, and because obviously the lead was Sandra Bullock as well, right? She was.
But she was in Ocean's, yeah.
Yeah, she was the
she's the wife.
She was the wife.
She's the wife.
Yeah.
Oh, what's his name?
Clooney.
Yeah. I thought sister, but his wife. So she had already some.
Wait, no. It was sister. You're right.
I thought Famke Jensen.
No, it's someone else's sister. It's his wife. Because he took her from the.
He took from the other guy. Yeah.
Casino, no.
Yeah, his wife.
Alright, cool. But
before, just to close as well,
yeah.
I feel like Ocean's 8. I feel like there was a lot of advertisement for Ocean's 8 as well, right? Like in terms of like promotion for that.
I think so.
Yeah, quite hefty, right?
Saw some posters.
Spin-off. Yeah. We're aware of the premise already. Is there no correlation there for Hobbs Shaw?
Right.
We know.
I don't know.
We know what it's about. We know some of the characters. We know about to steal some shit. Yeah, but we have to. You've got to sell the Hobbs and Shaw story, not the Fast and Furious story.
Yeah.
So. Get me?
Yeah, I get you, bro.
I can't believe it.
Alright, man, Fast and Furious, that's always going to be a hot topic with us anyway.
Because it's so fire. That's why it's a hot topic.
I feel like it fell off recently.
My G, man, find these.
It hasn't been.
I
mean, it's always going to be. I just think it's too fake sometimes. Like even just now, that what car spins 360? Like they they're like jumping out of planes with cars, landing them. I mean, it's cold.
I mean, it's cold, yeah.
But it's not happening yet. I hear you.
Alright, let's finish off with some extra news that's popped off recently. Birds of Prey, let's quickly talk about that. 2 minutes, quickly. Sneak peek trailer they released. I think a trailer's coming out for Super Bowl, because at the end of the trailer she said, "See you soon." I think they're going to put some money behind that and give a trailer. But from what you saw, it was like 20 seconds? 20 seconds.
What
do you think?
Seconds. Sneak peek, innit?
Yeah, not really much to be said.
Not much to be said.
Didn't see anything to really comment on, to be fair.
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see it.
I think if they go in the direction of Titans, I'll be happy. I'll be happy. I'm not saying I'll be impressed, but I'll be happy.
I'm guessing you never saw it.
I don't care.
Yeah.
What's it called? Birds of Prey.
Yeah. It's with Harley Quinn and her own movie.
Listen. After Suicide Squad, she need to show me something.
This guy.
She just saw me say.
So another thing, so a Batman movie has been announced for I think 2021. And
Christian Bale in it.
Nah, bro.
Oh, wow.
But neither is Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
So they're going for a younger Batman.
Listen, Ben was alright, man. He,
Bring back Bale, right?
bring Chris back, man. I don't care if he's in the wheelchair, man.
For real.
Chris back.
And last but not least, so our main man, you know what I'm saying, Jordan Peele, he's got another movie coming out in the works called, obviously a remake of Candyman. And
really?
Yeah, remaking Candyman.
He's got Netflix. No, that's key, isn't it? He's on the Netflix series, Friends from College.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a review on the post credits.
That was a good shout as well, man.
Instagram page.
Yeah, it was a good shout. Yeah.
Maybe more a little something. So check that out.
Is it good?
Yeah. Season 2. I'm checking out season 2 again.
I watched some of season 1.
It's alright,
And Lakeith Stanfield is basically apparently going to play the lead, the protagonist for the movie Candyman. To be fair, I haven't seen Candyman in years. I can't really remember it, man. I need to watch that again soon.
Yeah.
Say your name 3 times.
I'm good, I said it twice.
Did you ever do that as a kid?
Huh?
Did you ever do that as a
I
kid?
didn't
Do
do
you
nothing like
have to
that.
look in the mirror and say,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm straight.
I'm out there. I don't care about that thing.
That's it's an interesting take. I want to see how, because he does that. He does. I feel like he's like a comedian. Like he could probably pull off a lot of things. Man. Like he's done it.
Yeah.
He. What's his name in Atlanta?
Get Out. He was
I
in
did watch
Get
it
Out.
like that.
I haven't
He
watched
was
it.
in Get Out.
Yeah, did
You
he
know
get
what?
out the guy that they flashed the first time?
Yeah.
Did you watch Everything Above You? Damn, I didn't really see much of anything, but
Well, and Get Out, which one?
he was
The
the
first guy that went missing.
sir. I mentioned.
Yeah. You know the one and he flashes it and he starts wilding out.
Get Out.
Oh, him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Even that,
Good
another
for
thing,
him.
I'm like, wow, that's actually Lakeith Stanfield.
Good for him, good for him.
Yeah. But, you know.
Alright, guys. I think that wraps up this episode. But before we leave, Ashley, we're gonna need what your top 3 movies of recent time have been. Which are what? What would you say?
Okay, so recent time, I would definitely say I'm gonna put one TV series in there. That's what I was talking about earlier. I touched on it. Game of Thrones. Whatever. What season was that?
Boom, bam.
8?
Was it 8? Elite, man. I mean,
Sick.
Elite.
Sick.
Like I waited. Shut up, David. I waited to watch it.
He's 7.
Seven. Eight's coming.
Yeah.
I waited to watch it, man.
Watched it all together, like kind of all together at the same time.
Yeah.
That's one of the
Man,
best
this-
decisions you can make for TV.
Exactly. Yeah, but it's dope.
It's crazy.
I might go back and
Dave,
catch
You
all
gotta, you gotta be mad. That's what you gotta be mad not to watch that. Anyway, I watched that.
I'm trying to hide you.
You know what I watched last year? I watched when I was away. I watched Red Sparrow. I thought that was fantastic. That was
Who's in there? Red Sparrow.
that's
That
I can never remember this woman's name. I'll write it down and look at it.
was it
Charlize
Scarlett?
Theron?
Was Scarlett?
No, it wasn't Scarlett Johansson. It wasn't Charlize Theron. It was Mystique.
Oh,
Jennifer
Lawrence. Yes.
Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah.
Jennifer
Jennifer Lawrence. Always forget this woman's name, but yeah, that movie. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
I thought that was fantastic. And then maybe A Quiet Place or
Very serious.
I just watched Glass. I thought Glass was dope. You know.
Alright, so you would say Game of Thrones, Red Sparrow, and The Quiet Place or Glass as your top movies of recent time.
You can put Infinity War / Game of Thrones. No, the last one. What was my last thing I said?
You said Quiet Place or
Glass.
/ Infinity War.
Okay, so that's 5. But I think I've seen all of them except. I've seen all of them.
Nice and inspired.
And what's your most anticipated movie of 2019?
Game of Thrones.
Movie, bro. And that's okay. Wasn't anticipated TV show, but movie.
GOT and Bad Boys. Isn't it? It's gotta be Bad Boys.
That come out this year?
That come out this year or the next year?
Next year. That's next one.
Listen, I don't know. What's coming out this year that you might know of that you might be sure about?
Endgame.
See, every time I hear Endgame, I think of Ender's Game.
Ender's Game.
That's a bad boy. That's a bad boy.
that is a good film.
Endgame. It. Joker. Star Wars. Lion King. Aladdin. Dumbo.
Toy Stories.
Toy Story. Yeah.
See, honestly, everything you just said. I'm not looking forward to that.
Which one? What'd you say?
Captain Marvel.
everything you just said, that none of those films tickle my fancy. But Captain Marvel, that was garbage. That's a garbage show. That's corny as hell. Now I'm not saying it's not going to be good,
but the trailer wasn't good. Yeah.
Oh my days, I'm so disappointed in that, man. What is this? What is this nonsense, man? They got my man playing with it. It wasn't even funny, but with the cat.
But that's a plot point.
And I'm a cat lover. I got a Bengal. You know what I mean? It's just that was bad. That was bad. I was really disappointed by that.
John Wick.
Sheesh, John Wick.
I mean, listen. I've seen the first two.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, what you want? What's going to be different? You know?
Yeah.
What they going to kill? He got another dog?
Yeah.
They have learned his essence. They have learned his essence.
dog.
Yeah, sure.
Speaking of dog, you seen Polar?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I know. I saw the link.
Wasn't that funny?
Yeah.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Do you think that was a?
Yeah, definitely link. Yeah.
But you see that, yeah. I honestly feel like that's one of the most basic premises of a film.
Which one?
John Wick.
John Wick. You know,
Assassin.
you know, they kill his
But
dog.
I think that's the purpose of the movie. I think some movies are made like that just to showcase the action.
But that's what we were saying about Game of what was it? Walking Dead.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's basic.
It's just basic.
Super basic. It's like you don't surprise me. Like,
But
he's
the thing-
gonna go in there and he's
Yeah, but I think like it's not necessarily story because I'm sure with Walking Dead they're trying to involve relationships and like survival and stuff. But with John Wick, it's just a fighting. So maybe you're saying how many more times can you see somebody shoot somebody, or that how many times can you see somebody get killed?
I mean, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. No. I'm assuming that's why you're saying it gets boring after some time. Or
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's not. I'm not like, oh my god, new John Wick is coming out. It's like Taken. Like, I mean, damn, how many times are you gonna let your daughter get taken?
Yeah,
You can't do it so many times.
it's the same way I feel with some movies about driving cars. Like how many times can I see a guy drive down the road? Like,
Well,
I understand.
With John Wick, it's that whole universe.
That's
that
what
I'm
it's been
interested
for.
about.
Yeah.
Because that's
See,
it's about
that's the Assassin's universe. See,
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope. But there was a Bad Boy film by Keanu Reeves that he was in. This may be like 3-4 years old now. Knock.
I watched that. It's not that great.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
It's not that great.
When he's at home.
Yeah.
And the two girls.
Like I said, the premise is good,
I didn't
but
want to see it.
it's not that great, bro.
Man,
I mean, the concept, the being in that situation, the matters.
Yeah.
But the movie wasn't.
caught me off guard. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not. I'm not nominating that for Oscar. Let me ask you a question though.
Yeah.
What do you think about Denzel and Equalizer 2?
I don't like Equalizer, so I haven't seen Equalizer 2.
I enjoyed the film.
Yeah, I thought it was alright. Yeah.
I thought it was decent.
Let me ask you this question. Do you think Denzel is doing his own fighting scenes, or do you think someone else is doing it for him?
Someone definitely.
He wasn't. But to be fair, when I think back, I don't think he was doing anything too. I'm looking at it, I'm thinking, nah, there's no way this man of this age can't do that.
That's what I
ain't
said.
no Jackie Chan now.
That's what
Denzel
that,
hated it.
See, that's what I said. OJ keeps saying, mind you, OJ chat a lot of shit, which we know. My man's mind works in different kind of ways. Shout out to my brother OJ, yeah. But he was saying, every fight scene, you don't see Denzel's face, or whenever he's throwing a punch, if it's someone else, you know. He said his moves look old. I'm like, he's old.
He's supposed to
He's
look
old. Like, you know, he's not. What do you want him jumping off the top rope like he's Jeff Hardy?
Yeah.
Like, he ain't doing it.
I haven't seen it, so I can't really comment on it. But you've seen it, what do you think?
I don't think he's doing all of his own fight scenes. I think there's certain ones where he's there, someone else.
Yeah, there's some
But
basic.
there's a lot of close hand-to-hand stuff that he's doing that I don't really. Yeah, that's right.
Like Steven Seagal.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I don't.
Steven Seagal was about that life though.
But he's not jumping off the top rope neither. No.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But Stephen, he was. Yeah.
You know what Denzel's doing now? The type of moves he's doing now. It's like, you know, he got game when he walks up to my man. He's like, the chops in the throat. It's like, then he quit. It's over. The fight is over. Like that's like a real life fight.
Yeah.
You know, it's not no Hobbs and Shaw. Like, you know,
Throwing
Photoshop
bodies,
window.
yeah, man.
That's,
Jumping out of buildings.
It's not. They're not doing that. They're not doing that.
Fair enough, man. But yeah, I think that wraps up the conversation for today, guys.
What? He's brought up Hobbs and Shaw.
Not because, time we run out of topics to speak about, man. You got anything else you want to
I
say?
feel like he was still talking, but I don't know.
But I think that wraps up today's episode, guys.
It's been a good
It's
one.
been action packed, man.
Yeah, it's been action packed, man. But we've had actually a lot to talk about, man.
Yeah, for real.
A bit longer than usual, but
You was
shout out
still
to Ashley.
listening.
Huh?
They were still listening.
Yeah, Yeah, man. Shout out to Ashley for joining us, man. Thanks for calling us, bro. I'm gonna start getting produced. I said that because somebody's calling your phone, bro.
How about you mind your own business? How about
How about you turn off the phone when we're recording, bro?
Says the man who dropped his phone. Watch
I know.
Okay, that's it, man. Double standards and all that.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming down today, bro.
Hey,
You're welcome.
I wonder if you got a hat though.
Hey man, my good friend at Tokyo Time sent me this hat, you know.
Oh, yeah.
The sumo, I think it's the sumo one.
Yeah, sumo.
Yeah, they're the sponsors of the official hat providers of the BBO.
No way.
This is
That's
league
dope.
we play in.
That's dope.
It's good.
You know.
So everyone be rocking them, yeah?
I don't know if everyone's wearing them, but they should. They should check them out
definitely.
at Tokyo Time UK. I'm gonna put on Instagram. I tag him.
Okay.
You know, they should definitely hold that TPCP UK.
They really should,
man.
That would be dope.
Let me
No,
get
for
the
sure.
sumo hat for myself, man. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
turning to a hat right now, man.
Nah, but for real, Tokyo Time UK. Thank you very much. Good people.
Nah,
Good people.
But yeah, guys, do you give your socials as well? So where people can find you, man.
Hey, you can find me at AGP Hamilton on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
No, real simple. They call me AGP. You know, it's my nickname.
Yeah, type that and you should be able to find it.
Yeah, facts, you know.
Yeah, you can find the blue tick, man.
Listen, it's not a big deal. It just means I'm official. so when I talk and David's interrupting me, just know he's normally wrong and I'm normally right. That's what it means.
It's my opinion, man.
That's what it means.
My opinion, man. Alright, and you can find me without the blue tick at AJUKOBE, Instagram and Twitter.
Unofficial.
Unofficial, you know what I'm saying? You saying, Vanimal?
I've been your boy Vanimal. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. It's Vanimal Channel with a V on the front.
Verified.
Yeah, you can find me underscore Mr. JP3.
So that again.
So today we've had underscore. What did you say earlier?
Cut it.
B1 Creates, B1_Creates on Instagram. Check out the website, www.b1creates.com. I need to update that, but
Tool Kitchen.
I'll get to that. Yeah, Tool Kitchen as well. Hit us on
Tool
YouTube.
Kitchen as well, man.
We got Instagram, Tool_Kitchen. Check it out. You know.
Hey, Tool Kitchen, I got a fire recipe for French toast, man.
Bro, holla at me, man.
Special guest than that.
Listen, it's coming.
Real simple as well. Real simple. The French toast, absolutely banging though. Yeah.
Is it better than waffles?
Without a doubt. It's not as you can't add as many different like toppings, etc. But in terms of what French toast does with the right recipe,
Yeah.
French toast is better than waffles.
yeah.
We got a waffle episode coming up soon, so stay tuned for that.
Nice.
But yeah, man, it's been a good episode, man.
Yeah, man. I think that's it. But
That's it.
Oh, yeah. There's one more piece of news, right?
I mean, go ahead, you got it.
No, you got it.
I mean, you know, we're fastly approaching our 1 year anniversary. You know, hey, like, round of applause. In 2 weeks' time. In 2 weeks' time, it will be the first anniversary of TPCP.
Yeah.
4 members coming together to discuss film, TV, and pop culture. It's been a journey so far.
It really has, man.
Live long, many more years to come, hopefully. So we should definitely find a way to celebrate that.
I was
Right?
gonna say, I'm drinking that episode, or is it the next episode?
That
The
episode.
bottles for the anniversary as well, yeah.
We said
Well, I'll bring it.
Oh, well, you look gonna start doing drink champs.
Wait. So
Shout out to Nori though.
So wait.
What's the tequila they drink? De Leon?
Is it Dilly on?
Tiger Bomb.
They always drink that Tiger Bomb.
Tiger Bomb?
Wait, guys, can I just want clarity on this?
No.
B1, what did you say about next episode?
I said, I'm going to have a bottle for David A. Because he says we ain't gonna drink on the show.
So are you drinking as well?
Yeah, all of us are drinking.
All of us are drinking. So therefore, we're going to drink next episode and our 50th epised as well.
50th episode, yeah. Which will be like
Look at his face.
the 50th will be like early summer, right? So
No, yeah, every summer.
fuck it.
Yeah. Alright, so I'll move to the next episode, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll go fast.
JP, don't drive, bro.
I was going to say, so what? Everyone bringing a bottle, yeah?
Shots, yeah.
And
I'm a big bottle.
And no bottles are leaving here either.
Yeah, see, there
That's
you go.
ambitious.
That's ambitious, very ambitious. I'm not editing that.
Maybe two of us
at
should bring a
all.
bottle.
See how he's backing out already, yeah?
You talking about the fifth, or you talking about the little?
Not the
Four
first
bottles?
4 bottles.
And no bottles are leaving.
Yeah, that's tough.
You lot ain't drinkers like that.
Night.
B1, are you?
You might well get kicked out of the studio, bro. What are you talking about?
I'm just saying in it, though. Everyone's. Yeah, but, hey, I'm the low.
You might talk like
You might have talking like Bodie, I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Nah, Bodie don't drink, man. Oh, should we get him on to guest next episode?
Listen, man, Bodie's not drinking.
What body gonna talk about?
I wonder what kind of TV Bodie watches.
Documentaries, bro.
He's dead, isn't it?
Ain't nothing wrong with documentary.
Yeah, but I bought him a Christmas gift a couple of years ago to buy him Blue Planet because he said he likes it.
Okay. Done
Yeah.
Who doesn't like Blue Planet?
I don't watch it in there, but I know that I don't like it. But he says he likes it, so that's all good, man. But yeah, guys, let's wrap up. Until next time, peace.
Peace.
Adios.
What's going on, guys? It's your boy B1 Creates here. Welcome to the post-credits section of the Post-Credits podcast. I said that real smoothly.
Yeah, you impressed with yourself.
I am.
That was kind of radio voice. That was.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wow.
So with this talk of Netflix today, I did some research and I was curious to find out how Netflix started, what they've been through to get to the point that they're currently at now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, with joining the was it the MPAA, joining the MPAA with all their like original content releases and stuff. So I just wanted to find out about the journey and share with the listeners.
Alright.
So bear with me. Yeah. Reed Hastings is one of the founders. Yeah, he started off as a tech entrepreneur, and he was the creator of Pure Software. He sold his company for $700 million. Yeah. $700 million in 1997.
Hey.
Oh my God.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
So, you're a millionaire, yeah?
Many times over.
Many times over. Something tragic happened, fam. He got hit with a $40 late fee from Blockbuster.
Dickhead.
Imagine. He failed to return Apollo 13, slapped him with a $40 fine. Jeez. Devastated, fam. He's pissed.
Said what?
Don't know what to do, fam. He's losing his mind, like, you know what I'm saying? So that got him thinking, thinking of a solution to make late fees obsolete. So he teamed up with a friend of his, Mark Randolph, in 1997, and they founded a rental DVD company by the name of Netflix. Has anyone seen the original Netflix logo?
I remember it. It
is trash.
I remember it. Do you remember when this first come out?
I remember it, but I don't do it.
It's such trash. Google it.
Please.
So this, at the time, this was a huge gamble. This was a huge gamble because DVD players were fairly new at that point.
Okay.
With some of them costing over $1,000, fam.
For a DVD player?
For a DVD player.
Imagine that.
1% of Americans owned a DVD player when Netflix was created. Is that it? You put out, mad.
So they were actually doing DVDs and not VHS?
Yeah, DVDs. They start with DVDs.
Okay. It's not that bad.
They opened for business on April 14th, 1998 with 30 employees and 925 movie titles. The first offer was a 7-day rental.
That's a big company.
That's
Not
a
30 employees.
That's a strong catalogue, man.
Yeah. The first offer was a 7-day rental for $4 and a $2 shipping fee. Now they started off strong. You know, they signed promotional deals with Sony and Toshiba, and they offered free rentals for people who were purchasing DVD players. In 1999, they received a cash injection from an investor. This allowed them to start a subscription service. They called it the Marquee Program. It was a $16 a month subscription fee, and the customers could rent as many DVDs as they wanted, as long as they didn't have more than 4 DVDs at any time. There was no late fees. There was no due dates.
So they could rent a DVD for a month?
For, I guess, as long as they're paying that subscription, they can hang on to the DVD, I guess. Even after getting over 10K orders a day, the revenue was still pretty low at 5 million. Now, in comparison to Blockbuster at the time, whose revenue was 5 billion
A day. A year.
I guess just the overall.
It's got to be annually.
Yeah, of the company, or overall projection of the company, I guess. So Netflix, I guess, saw an opportunity to try and partner up with Blockbuster.
Them ones.
Right. So they tried to partner up with Blockbuster. Blockbuster told them man to do one, fam. Literally, they weren't having it. Laughed them out of the boardroom. Netflix were even willing to change their name to Blockbuster.com.
Imagine that.
So you can imagine if that happened.
Yeah, wow.
Do you know what I'm saying? Let me try and run through this. So Netflix, they were losing money fast. In 2001, the table started to turn for them. The prices of DVD players went down drastically. To a lot of them costing under $100. So that, coupled with the tragic terror attacks of the Twin Towers, people were scared to leave their house. Subscriptions went through the roof.
Wow.
Through the roof.
Those are type of economical factors that you cannot account for.
Exactly.
You can't account for.
Exactly. They introduced their online service in 2007, but the content was trash. Absolute trash.
What do you mean content was trash? What was
As
it?
in the content that they were releasing online was very limited.
Oh, okay.
You know how oftentimes we'll complain like, there's nothing on Netflix.
Yeah.
Kind of that same problem. Eventually, they signed a deal with Starz, which eventually brought in other companies like Disney and Sony. So their content obviously got better.
Yeah.
That deal only cost them $20 million. Yeah, they went on to sign with Paramount and Lionsgate as well.
20 million.
Only.
Or more.
Yeah, I mean for them,
I hope he had like 770, you said, right?
700 mil.
Or more. In this
I'm
life.
saying
But that's him. Man.
I know, but for him.
You got.
By that time, by that time, he would have turned that money over. He would have flipped it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
In this life, have money or you will suffer.
Yeah.
So yeah, it didn't take long for them to feature on like major brands. They started partnering with like PlayStation, Xbox, every major platform, smart
Digital,
TVs,
yeah.
Apple TV, every digital platform. They started to partner with them, and by 2012, it was pretty much worldwide. But the content licensing was still expensive. So this is when they announced their original content. Now, their first piece of original content was a show called Lilyhammer, which came out in 2012. I personally haven't seen it. Have any of you?
I've seen it.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Lilyhammer in 2012, and then they dropped House of Cards in 2013.
House of Cards,
bang.
Yeah.
It's Netflix original.
Big time.
Netflix original. They dropped House of
I was going to
Cards.
say, I thought Orange is the New Black is one that took into the...
Yeah, that's one of them. That came after.
Let's
And Arrested Development. Have you ever heard of Arrested Development?
You mentioned it the other
Yeah,
day.
funny show.
Yeah. That's my question.
What, we heard of what?
Arrested Development.
Yeah.
So yeah, they dropped House of Cards. They aired the whole season at once. Now at the time, this was a game changer, and it paved the way for binge watching. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm a huge binge watcher myself. A lot of times, I would prefer for the season to finish before I start watching the show. Do you know what I'm saying? They went on to release more original content. They received 14 Emmys, 14 Emmy nominations, 9 of which were for House of Cards alone. The original content kept flowing. Pieces such as Stranger Things started releasing original documentaries and movies. Bright, Bird Box, whatever, trash. By the end of 2016, they had released 600 hours of original content and spent $6 billion on content acquisition. Now, $6 billion. That's a lot.
$8 billion for the year.
6 million of what?
They spent $6 billion on content acquisition, so like acquiring different
That's why
content.
subscriptions have gone up.
Well, I guess so. Why? I don't know, but
Face it, it's the way of life, and let's face it.
so now obviously you got the likes of like Amazon, Hulu. Everyone's trying to jump on this formula, and try and catch the wave. But let's be honest, Netflix is at the top right now.
Yeah, no doubt.
And I feel like they will be at the top for a very long time. But yeah, man, that's just my little research that I did.
Yeah, that's some good insight, man. Little breakdown of Netflix, man.
Interesting, man.
Very interesting.
So quick question for everyone,
Yeah.
So before the show, we were talking about the whole R. Kelly thing. R. Kelly's cancelled, right? But then we was talking about House of Cards.
I knew you were going to. I knew you were going to.
How
In my defense, yeah.
How cancelled is this guy?
So when I heard the news, I guess it kind of went hand in hand. The season that I just watched was over, and they haven't released the new season yet. But I was just like, is there any point in...
By the way, we're talking about Kevin Spacey, for those who don't know. Kevin Spacey stars.
I was like, is there even any point to watch this next season? Like, I won't say it was because of that, but I didn't watch the season after that, which I think was season 4.
I didn't watch the last one is just his wife. I haven't seen that, but I'm actually in the middle of the previous one when he's got some heart problems and he's in hospital and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's the season.
So I haven't even finished that season. But that's a good point that you raised. I think he's quite cancelled in hospital because since he kind of started the Me Too movement, because So
he was just the first instance.
So it was like with Kevin Spacey, it was like an instance of having sex or molesting a young boy, right? Yeah. And then so that he had his situation, which then opened the gates to just other people, and then obviously there was Harvey Weinstein, and then that became Me Too. But Kevin Spacey,
is he in jail?
No, I think he's out. He released a video.
Oh, I saw that.
I didn't even watch it.
He's walking the streets.
Yeah. So
Who did?
Kevin Spacey.
He did like a House of Cards type of video when he was like.
I mean, he's a creepy individual.
Yeah,
He was
it was kind of like a monologue.
Remember?
Yeah.
For the first time I was 7,
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've loved Kevin Spacey as an actor before.
He's a
I've
big
seen him in
time
everything.
actor.
He's dope.
Usual Suspects, bro.
American Beauty.
Yeah, man. And
What's that other one he was in? 21. Was he in 20?
21, yeah.
The 21. He's a big boy actor.
was that the cards?
Yeah.
But even then, he was weird.
Only to find out he was moving savage.
It took him a second.
I was like,
But yeah, so it's a good point that you raised. But I think in Hollywood he's actually been cancelled to the point that he actually starred in the movie. He had filmed all of his scenes, but they cancelled him so badly that they cut his scenes out, recasted him, and that actor had to act out all of his scenes in that movie.
Fair enough.
That's to the point they've cancelled him. R. Kelly is another subject, man.
I feel like R. Kelly's like.
I feel like R. Kelly.
I feel like he's trying to watch the show.
He's not fully cancelled.
How about we watch the show and then we talk about it in the next episode, the post to this podcast? I think.
Yeah.
Or what? The season 4?
Season 4.
Oh no, we're
talking about R. Kelly.
Oh, okay. Yeah, watch that shit.
Yeah, man. Next episode. Alright, guys. Peace.